Yo, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing Valda. I have had a few people in the YouTube comments, in the Discord, I've had a few people DM me asking about when we were going to be playing Valda, and I got to tell you, I'm super excited that it's here. Oh, God, excuse me. We're going to be playing Valda tonight. We're actually playing in an online armory tonight, which I think is pretty cool. Things like this haven't really existed to my knowledge before now, that at least ones that work in my time zone. So it's pretty awesome that I'm able to play in this online armory tonight. Big shout out to Vincent for being able to do that. If you guys are curious how I'm playing in an online armory, there is a Discord that Vincent specifically runs just to be able to do that. If you are in my Discord, check out the community content section, and you can find a link to his Discord where you can sign up for these armory events. He runs polls, letting you vote and stuff like that. So it's really cool. I'm very excited. It should be a lot of fun. And I figured what better place to test Valda and play Valda tonight than inside of an armory? What better way to do it than online? So we'll probably be playing some games in between our armory games or looking for things to do. I don't know. We'll see what we can come up with, but we're just kind of hanging out. But playing Valda tonight, we're going to talk about the list before the armory starts. Should be pretty fun. Let me see. I don't think the games have started. No, the games have not started yet. We're still waiting on the games to get started. I think Vincent said he was going to start about 20 after or so. So Dylan, Ben, John, Mekado, Max, Wally, Josh, Winmore. I think we hit everybody. Guys, what is going on? Thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate you guys coming by and chilling. I'm ready to bonk. Dude, I'm so ready to bonk with the Valda deck tonight. The Valda deck is awesome. Loving how Valda looks so far. Dylan, me too. Valda's been a lot of fun. I'm going to share with you guys my list. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and post it in the Discord so that you guys will have access to it. So stream deck list. Let's see. Tonight's Valda list. For what it's worth, you can also use !deck to be able to find the deck link that I'm using. Anytime we're playing games, you can find that hanging out there. 3-0, the armory today. Yo, let's go, Max. Congrats, man. Congrats. Stoked for some Valda. Loved the gameplay video earlier. Yo, thanks, John. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm very excited to play. Valda tonight. Let's take a look at the deck before we get started tonight. Marlon is cooked. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. All right, so taking a look at the deck, a lot of the things are just stuff I've kind of been testing with and trying to see how I feel about them. Some of the cards are pretty situational and line up differently in different situations and like places that we're in. So I don't know. We'll see how it feels tonight as we're playing through the deck. I don't think Thunderquake's on my list anymore. I think I changed that before the stream. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the deck and everything that we're playing. So the first thing that I'm playing that I think is a little bit different than everybody else's is I'm playing Gauntlets of Iron Will. I've noticed there have been multiple people who are playing the Crush, the +2 arms. I can't remember what they're called, instead of Gauntlets of Iron Will. And I'm still standing strong on the fact that I think Gauntlets of Iron Will is very good. And I think it fits really well into the deck with playing into like Warriors. Oh, excuse me. Into Assassin, which I think is going to be very popular. So I think Gauntlets of Iron Will just fits just a little bit better for what we're trying to accomplish here. I am playing 41 cards in the main deck. We are on 32 blues in the main deck. I'm so excited that I can play Grandier of Valhalla. I have been waiting so long to play my cold foil Grandier of Valhalla. I have had a Grandier of Valhalla for so long and never been able to play it. So I'm very excited that I have the ability to try and play this card now. And it fits really well into the deck with what we're trying to do. It's really cool. Like you can play a promising terrain, and then if you pitch this, it just makes another one, which is really awesome. Like there's no condition. Promising terrain is just create an extra one. It's really nice. I like this card a lot. Is Valda better than Victor? I think Valda's better in the Guardian Mirror, but I don't know if Valda's better overall in the metagame. Valda has a better Gravy matchup, in my opinion, and I think Valda has a better Guardian Mirror matchup, but I don't know if Valda's as good into aggro decks. I think Victor's better into other aggro decks. Is there enough Surge creation? Do you go down on blues? So you like some of your blues are like our Seismic Surge generation. So Promising Terrain helps us make more. Leyline of the Old Ones is a really, really powerful card. I like this card a lot. It's really good. Surface Shaking is another card that really lines up well and helps us generate Seismic Surges this way. I don't know, like it's possible we go down on blues, but I think 32 is very consistent because we need to have more consistency early on in the game and late in the game after all of our power cards are gone. Our sideboard is where this gets a little interesting. So in our sideboard, we have a lot of different like techie random things here and there that I am like, there's just a lot of techie cards that I'm playing. So Batter to a Pulp and Blow for a Blow are obviously for Gravy Bones. They fit very well in that matchup. Choke Slam and Crush the Weak are very good into Assassins. Crush the Weak can be good into Syndra. I really like Crash and Bash. This is a card that I honestly think is probably, maybe it's just me, but I think this card is slept on a little bit. I think this card is very valuable. The ability to be able to block 4, play around Overpower, and the ability to make another Seismic Surge. Also, by the way, if you have a Promising Terrain in play and then you block with this on like your opponent's turn, you make 2 Surges, which is broken. So I think Crash and Bash is really cool. It fits in the deck really, really well. I like it a lot. Red Disable is a card I've not been able to play a lot of in the past because it's just not fit into the deck very well. So I think that like having Disable is honestly great. Red Disable goes a long way. Sleeping on Tectonic Instability, we're going to talk about that here in just a minute, Tom, because I don't know how I feel about this card, but we're going to talk about it. So Red Disable fits in the deck really well. Pulverize, I love playing this card. It's good into so many different matchups for so many different purposes. It's a great 2-of in the sideboard. I've really enjoyed it. I'm only on 2 Pummel. I don't know that the third is really needed because we have other tech cards for like verdants and matchups where I would usually want to play the pummels to be aggressive with. So I think that having pummel like 2 of pummel's fine. Shelter from the storm. It was this or sink below in this spot, and I think this is better. Smashing good time. Let's talk about this one for a second because I think this card's hot. Smashing good time is tech that I actually got from Taylor on the card guys. So shout out to him for this like cool tech. I like this a lot because it helps into verdants. It can potentially like help into gravy with like destroying certain things here and there. It's not bad into Dio. But mostly it's for verdants and being able to apply more pressure and destroying potions, which is really solid. So Smashing Good Time is honestly like a great card that I've really liked having so far. It's felt pretty clean. 2 staunch response for decks that go tall, probably like Marlin, the Guardian matchups, things like that. Midas Touch to help us not get looped. And then we're on AB3, Amaron, Anothos. I love Anothos, and I'm so glad it's in the deck. But yeah, we were just talking about tectonic instability. So let me pull this card up. I think I have it in the sideboard. I think I have a lot of maybe cards here, guys, because I've been testing a lot of different things. Chris and I from the 3 of a Kind podcast have been working on this deck quite a bit. Let me find it. I've been working on, here it is. Tectonic Instability. It's a 0-cost blue block 3. Each hero puts a card from their arsenal in the bottom of the deck. If they do, they draw a card. Create Seismic Surge tokens equal to the number of cards drawn this way. It's very possible this is just better than Blue Aftershock. I put Blue Aftershock in as an attack and like just something to have in the deck, but I think that we could probably get more value out of Tectonic Instability. I'm very back and forth on this card, so... My man said, hell yeah, the shout out. We love you, dude. Dude, happy to do it, man. Happy to do it. Uh-oh. Armory has started. Let's do this. It's time to start the Armory. Oh, I'm still muted in the Discord. All right. Let me load up Jim here really quick. Table 6. Hang on just a second. I'm going to join this table really quick and make sure my opponent's good with having their audio on. Hey, how are you, buddy? I'm doing well, thank you. So I am streaming our game right now. Are you okay with your audio being on my stream? If not, I can leave it muted. Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I unmuted you. All right, cool. So let's see. We'll get a game going here. If you have a lobby already, I'm more than happy to join yours, or if not, I can create one.
I didn't create one yet because I didn't know if you were playing Valda. I thought I heard that earlier, but I wasn't sure.
I am playing Valda, yeah. So I have to create it in that open CC, I guess.
Yeah.
I was like, because the cards aren't legal, I guess technically until tomorrow, so...
That makes sense. I'll let you create the lobby then.
Yep. I just sent you the game link. It's in the table chat that we're playing in.
Oh, yeah. Let me grab that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I was looking at the other chat.
Oh, sure. Right. Absolutely. Ooh, this should be a fun matchup. All right, so we're playing against Kasai.
I think it's terrible for me, actually.
Really?
I was thinking about it when I was watching Valda. Yeah, because I draw all the time. I'm going to give you so many free
Oh, that's
search.
true. You do draw a lot of cards, so... All right, so taking a look at our deck here, let's go ahead and see what we're going to sideboard in. Against Kasai, we don't want Batter to a Pulp or Blow for Blow. We do want Choke Slam. We want Crash and Bash. We want 1 Crush the Weak. We want Disables. We want Pulverizes. We want both of the Pummels, and we want Shelters. And, ooh, I had Smashing Good Times in here. I guess this is just to destroy a gold. To destroy a gold is the idea. Hey! Let's go! Dude, Dub, thank you for the 13 months, dude. 13 months of tier 1 support on Twitch. Dude, Dub, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I guess Smashing Good Time to just try and destroy some of the...
Just a heads up, I haven't used Talashar, like, super often, so if I make, like, fuck-ups with the UI...
Yeah, no, dude, no worries, man, no worries. We can always, like, walk through the plays and stuff like that. There is no problem there at all. All right, so I think the opening turn looks pretty good here. This should be a pretty good opening turn. We get to play Promising Terrain, and then we get to play Surface Shaking, and we just get to Arsenal here. And just Arsenal the Chokeslam, basically just looking to like play this for free. Drawing into the solid ground feels really good. We could actively make the decision to block solid ground and Chokeslam here. Just kind of see how our opponent plays this one out here. I mean, we have 4 surges, so like there's probably a better chance we could use all of this later. I think we'll just go ahead and block with the Chokeslam. Run through makes a lot of sense. Next thing gets +2. Oh, and a Blade Flurry. Okay, so the next thing is going to be coming in for quite a bit here. So we're going to take 2 and fall down to 38. Curious to know if we'll activate Greens here. No. I'm just going to go ahead and say no blocks. We'll play Solid Ground. This defense reaction is so cool.
It's so stupid.
That's it's so broken. A 0 for 5 and Guardian is insane. Yo, Trinity, you making fun of Taylor and calling it Balda? Dude, I love that so much. Let's do Promising Terrain first. I guess makes the most sense here for what we're looking at. Yeah, I guess Promising Terrain, like getting rid of that for like drawing a card first. I don't think we need to put anything on the bottom. 4 surges will let us throw Chokeslam and Dominate. We can play Imposing Visage, pitching
So
Promising.
you have to get an extra card because of that? That's crazy.
Yeah, if I have 3 or more surges at the beginning of my turn, I gain a life and draw a card. It's very, very powerful.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cards in Valda that I think are going to be very strong. All right, so Chokeslam doesn't really matter a ton. All right, so opponent blocks out 8 here. Just blocking out makes a lot of sense. And then we do not make a surge from Leyline of the Old Ones. I mean, 0 for 5 into 0 for 8 is pretty good, right? And then we're going to Arsenal the Surge. Ooh, okay. I think we'll just go ahead and go Crash and Bash and Tech Plating. We will reveal the Headbutt to have 2 surges in play.
Pretty good. You don't even have to use 2 pieces of equipment.
It's not bad. Drawing the 4 block there was pretty fortunate.
Yeah.
Make a surge, draw a 4 block. I mean, love this. Good start to our turn here. I mean, Spinal for 9 is not something many Guardians would argue is a bad play. So
Yeah, especially when you have 2 floating and a card in hand.
I mean, you know, it could be nothing, right?
I wonder what that could be.
So I actually love situations like this because it's just a good part of our plan to just throw the Spinal Crush here, and like set up the surges this way. But like our opponent also thinks that we have a pummel here, and we don't. Like this is just Spinal Crush. There's nothing else. But like we're getting a lot of thought here from our opponent, which is kind of nice.
If you have it, you have it.
Normally, keeping 1 card's a good play. I was kind of hoping you just throw your whole hand in front of it because I did not have it there. So we have a pretty decent hand. It's not bad. Like this is a pretty good hand. We're not losing Leyline. We made 2 surges that turn. Hey, Taylor, what's up, buddy? I kind of like the attacking. Oh, okay. Sheesh.
Another 4-block. Damn.
It's
Some good hands.
it's not been bad so far. I have to admit. I feel like I'm getting pretty lucky here. Since our opponent wasn't able to like activate Kasai, I think we're just gonna give up the 2 here. I could block with the red disable, I guess, as a way to like keep this in play. I probably was supposed to. Denying them 3 copper is pretty good. We're going to make a new one, and then it's going to be 10 dominate here. They have to have a 4-block in hand, or my opponent's going to have to give up multiple, like 3 pieces of equipment here if they want to stop the crush effect. Or I guess they're technically only going to have to give up 2 if they want to stop this, but they can't.
Or has dominate. I did not see that.
Yeah, I had 4 surges, so it's got dominate. Do you want Do you need to back up or anything?
No, it's fine. It's
okay.
Still the card I want to play.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so coming in with the spec here could be pretty good. Setting up some surges, probably pushing some damage is not a bad place to be. I think I was probably supposed to block with the disable there. I don't know. Valda joined the chat. Dude, Taylor, you were getting ragged on earlier, dude. All right, so we do tear through most of the equipment. We make a second surge. This is kind of nice because it means like a blue has a lot of value here. We're probably just throwing the pulverize, right? Like, we're probably just going to throw the pulverize here. Well, is there a world we're supposed to crown this away? I hate to give up equipment here, but it feels like maybe there's a world where, like, we're not supposed to give them the gold. We could block with the Macho Grande, and then we could make a new surge and throw disable, have 2 floating, and threaten it again. I mean, we do have both the pummels in our deck, but we're probably not going to get much of a better opportunity to be able to throw the pulverize here. I'm kind of thinking that if we give this up here... Okay. I mean, that's not bad. You didn't do anything, Taylor. They're calling. I said that like I got some tech from you, and they were calling Valda Balda a minute ago. So everybody was having fun at your expense, basically. So this costs 10. This is going to cost 8. I think we're going to take 6 here to throw the pulverize. Like, I hate giving it gold. Like we've given up 3 coppers and set this up, but I think that being able to throw the pulverize is fine, and we can put the pummel in our arsenal to try and start generating some value here. So we make a new surge.
5-card hand. That's spooky.
Yeah, I was not a fan of taking 6 there, but when I had the pulverize, I was like, I guess we'll play this one. Of course, I'm down 8 points to do it, so the good with the bad, right?
Yeah. My first gets a -4.
I really don't like pulverize against warrior. Why is that, Lip? Is it the same reason that like it's not good against like, you know, ninja? Because
this is on hit. It's not even crush.
Yeah, it's not crush. It's on hit. Like this card. Yeah, there's a reason it costs 10.
Yep.
All right, so coming up with the pulverize here, this is also kind of nice because this is a card that like gives your opponent an opportunity to like make a mistake or do something wrong. And I really like that a lot, to be honest. Like, I think that like giving your opponent an opportunity to make a mistake lines up well for you. We just have to make sure that we're staying in the driver's seat here. Warriors block 12 on pulverize and reset. I mean, sure, like, but that's what we want, right? Like, that's okay. If my opponent's willing to give up Dynamo and like 4 cards here, I'm okay with that. I think that's an okay exchange for us. Hey, Bing, what's up, buddy? Telling Taylor that you're innocent this time? Josh, are you ever innocent, bro? Let's be real, fam. Let's be real. Also, guys, you all might have noticed this week, but like I've pretty much put out a YouTube short or a TikTok every day. It's not something I normally do a lot of. But I don't know. If you guys are enjoying like the shorts and the TikToks and stuff like that, let me know, and I'm gonna try to keep up with them. They seem like they've been pretty fun to create, so we get to make a surge, come in with disable for 9, and now we have the 2 floating, which is the pummel. So I agree here, Kit, that I think resetting is fine. I like the fab content appearing on my TikTok. Yo, Pat, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I don't know, like shorts and like things like that are normally like, in my opinion, like video like tournament recaps or like gold foil openings, and there's not like a lot of like shorts content or TikTok content for Flesh and Blood. And I know that Bozen Games does a really good job of like getting a lot of content out like that. But I've not seen it from a lot of other people like on those platforms. I mean, there's no way you have 3 reactions, right?
No, I don't.
Oh. Let's freaking go.
That would be crazy.
That would be really good. I agree. That would be really good. Hey, let's go. Will, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate that a whole bunch. Thank you for being here and hanging out. Guys, if you are here for the first time or you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new, and they are: what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves. I would love to get to know you guys. This is an interesting decision because I think we want to make a surge and put them in their place, but I really don't want to block with the Spinal Crush. We could block with the Headbutt and then put them in their place. Would be a pretty good place to be, I think. Hey, Jersey, what's up, dude? Now, admittedly, the problem with this line is that if my opponent does block 10, which is something they could do with 2 cards and a defense reaction, I'm now out of Leyline of the old ones, which is a little scary. And the idea of giving up Leyline of the old ones does feel pretty bad here, so I probably should have played this differently. But I think that if they want to take 3, this is like a good learning opportunity for me. I feel pretty okay about this one. Hopefully my opponent doesn't block 10. Would be a pretty bad error in my ways here. Well, I'm not going to complain about that. We definitely got bailed out a little bit there. Although my opponent might have just made the best decision they could with what they had. Having this shelter kind of like clears us up a little bit here. Helps us with what we're looking at. All right, so if I play Seismic Eruption, I'll go up to 4, which means this will cost 2. So I can block here and the shelter. Cover this up and deny the gold. And then we could give this up. The Testament of Valhalla here. And then we could look to like maybe have more if we ever needed to. I think this is fine. Seismic Eruption is such a cool card, dude. Like, I love this card so much. Something tells me it's going to be very expensive. Also, like, Seismic Eruption into, like, the spec is just, like, crazy.
Oh, yeah, it has Dominate.
Yeah, having Dominate is really cool. So this is a new one, just in case you haven't seen it. You'll discard, if it crushes, you discard your hand and draw that many cards. So I feel like the game is going okay. I feel like the game is like going in an okay way right now. Like I feel like we're applying good pressure. We had to give up a little bit of equipment and like take a little bit of damage here. Let's see. Did you watch the latest Runaways podcast? I didn't get to listen to the whole thing, Ludiful, so I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to, but I didn't get to watch the whole thing, no. All right, so we make 5 surges for next turn, which means we can just block out and throw the Spinal Crush here if we'd like to. Smashing Good Time looks to be really, really good. Over pitching for the Draw Swords. So this is for 5 because of the Draw Swords. We can block 6 here. So this does not get go again. Okay, there we go. So we'll add Cranial Crush to the chain, which is fine because we're just blocking 9 now. All 6 of our Seismic Surges pop. I mean, I guess if we had 6, we should have blocked with this, right? Probably. I don't know. So we play this into Spinal Crush for 9, Dominate. The fact that it's even possible to throw a 1-card 9 with Dominate is kind of
so
crazy. I'm not gonna lie, the way this game started, man, you were really scaring me at the beginning of the game. Like, I'm not saying it's over by any means, because there's a lot of life left here, but I was just like, you were like really far ahead at the beginning of the game, and I was like, God, I'm gonna get run over. It's like my first game with Valda ever. I'm streaming this and I'm gonna look like an idiot.
No, it's really hard when you start throwing like stuff like this at me. There's not much I can do.
Yeah, as long as I can like keep the train rolling, it feels like it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so we deny go again, make a new surge, and then we're gonna Arsenal Smashing Good Time for next turn, which is pretty good. Little bit of a clunker here, not a whole lot going on. I'm trying to think about like what the best play we can make is here. If I play Seismic Eruption, I can play Seismic Eruption here, and then I can play Terra Sunder, play Aftershock, and then I can also play Smashing Good Time for a ton of damage here. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna take this, and if they pump here, it's pumped. Card that refreshes surges should be called Seismic Surf. Oh, that would have been cool, dude. Dude, Electrum, I agree. The spec is just like raw value. It's crazy how good it is. So they'll pay 1, which makes a lot of sense. And then we'll play Seismic Eruption at the end of the turn.
Man.
Yeah,
More surges.
Just like
That's
anytime I have this card, it's just so crazy, like how much like it like fuels the turn.
Yeah.
10 Dominate. On hit will destroy an item, and on hit you discard 2 cards. Also, getting to have like this many on hits in Guardian is kind of crazy. It's actually kind of crazy, like how good having this many like on hits is. 10 double Dominate. That's right. Yeah, Valda's gonna take Guardian's top spot. I think it has a better matchup, right? Into Gravy Bones, which makes it like kind of a standout. I left MTG 2 years ago for Fab and never looked back. Bro, same. Mine was 3 years ago, but same, Jersey. How's it been since Singapore? How's Valda feeling? Should I be scared for my armory this weekend? Cody, honestly, I would tell you that, like, you should be very scared. Like, this deck is insane. Huh, that's weird. It didn't let me destroy an item. The next time an attack action card hits a hero this turn, you may destroy an item. Huh. Oh, well.
With cost 2 or less, but all of mine are 0 cost.
They don't technically have a cost, so it doesn't work the way I want it to. That's right. I remember that now. Never mind. So that doesn't work against gold tokens.
Yeah, it's weird. In Magic, it's like all of these are considered
Like 0 in Magic.
yeah, 0 cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play Magic before Flesh and Blood?
Yes, a little bit. I still play. I mostly play draft.
Okay, cool. I ask. I also like played. I played Magic for years. Okay, so a lot of effects coming in here. So we're going to block here and block here, and then I'm going to play Seismic Eruption. I'll take 3 here, and then the Pulverize should end the game. At least I'm hoping, anyway. First double dual threat, now double dominate. Oh, that's funny. All right, so all of our surges pop. We're going to make a new one. Oh, this doesn't have dominate, I guess. It's things with crush. Never mind. This is still just 14, though. I admittedly forgot that this doesn't get dominate because it's things with crush. But
yeah.
I mean, I guess like I'm still throwing 14, so it's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, just 14. Like, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It doesn't matter which one we do first. We get an extra surge, go back to 2. We're now out of Seismic Eruption, so the rest of our surge generation. It's crazy to me that with this hand, we possess the ability to be able to. We possess the ability with this hand to be able to pummel Crush the Weak and Arsenal Smashing Good Time. Like, the fact that this is for -2 is so
That's
funny.
a good number. -2.
I know, right? Like, it's just so funny. Oh, and you drew, yeah, you drew a card, so we made an extra.
Yeah, I needed to draw some form of go again.
Oh, sure. No, that makes sense. So this is 7 dominate, and then we're gonna hit him with a pummel. Just
oh yeah, I am super dead.
Just in case you have a defense reaction in Arsenal, like I get like so it could matter if you have one in Arsenal here. Oh,
GG's.
Yeah, good game, man. Good game, dude. That was kind of intense. Once the game started rolling, like it just felt like the deck was just rolling hot.
It's kind of hard for me to come back. Yeah. Do you want to try another one? I don't know if we have time.
Let's see.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah, there's still 3 people playing. Yeah, let's run it back, man, for sure.
Yeah, and I know one of them's a gravy, so that game could go for a long time.
Oh, okay, just kidding. So we're gonna be here for a while. It sounds like. Oh man. So I think we're just gonna make a surge here to start the turn, and we're just gonna throw Chokeslam. We'll just see how they want to block, how our opponent wants to play this here. Do you think Tech Plating plus Leyline will be a default for a lot of Guardians going forward? For a lot of Guardians, I don't know, to be honest. For this deck, yes, 110%.
Like, I opted to go second, but I'm reconsidering if that's correct.
So I will say, this is a little different, but I played Victor at Pro Tour Singapore, and while I was playing, I played against a Kasai at the Pro Tour, and they chose to go first because they said that it helps them get extra points into me. So I don't know if like
I think that makes sense.
Okay, I was like, I don't know if that helps you at all, but
it does. I think it makes a lot of sense. Oh, okay. I thought I pitched the wrong card, but there's no pitch.
Sheesh. Gonna be a big Saber. Is it gonna be Saber for 8? Saber for 8's quite a bit here. I'm not really interested in blocking with a bunch of
go again on hit copper and gold, so that's quite a bit.
Yeah, this is it's a pretty good start. I don't think we're supposed to block a bunch here. I mean, we could, but I don't really see a reason to. Like, I feel like we're just supposed to give Crash and Bash and just take 4 and then
You
try
have
to.
the 4 block at full.
The 4 block does help for sure. This card's been really nice. I like this card a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we're just gonna block 4 and reveal the Spinal Crush. And then this way we can make a new Surge. So we can make a new Surge, we can throw Spinal Crush, and we can pummel it here, which is kind of nice. I agree, Leyline's broken. I'm not looking forward to our local Guardian players coming out of the woodwork. Crush the Week is bait? Dude, Crush the Week is great, bro. It's good into... Crush the Week is good into Slippy. Crush the Week is good into... Syndra. Like, it has random play here and there into, like, Gravy and other decks. Like, it can be pretty good. Pulverize is a nice big number, but maybe it's better as any other red Crush just for Dominate. So the only other card I've really considered in that spot, if I'm being entirely honest, is the only card I've really considered in that spot has been
I wonder what's in the arsenal.
I wonder. I mean, listen, last game I had 2 floating and I didn't play it, you know? Maybe I don't have it.
That's true. That feels unlikely considering you let me get some gold and copper.
Yeah, I agree. It would be a very bad play for me if I didn't have it. Righteous Cleansing does seem pretty good. But I don't know. I mean, like, it's possible. Like, I considered playing Debilitate in this spot for the deck. Like, I considered playing Debilitate. But I don't know. Like, I don't know, like, what's correct and what's not. But yeah, I feel like Pulverize is really good in a lot of other matchups. I mean, you have to have the thing that, like, prevents 2 damage, right?
I don't know. Do I?
Nah, I mean, my gut's telling me you do. If not, I have a lot of questions about your block. Mastery packs only have 1 guaranteed rare and no guaranteed foil.
Because he said we might have to cut our game short.
What'd you say?
Vincent said we might have to cut our game short since there's only 1 game left.
Yeah, that's no problem. If we need to,
I'll just keep an eye in chat.
I was like, yeah, we can leave. That's no problem. I was like, we're just hanging out and having a good time. Oh, I should probably report.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Actually,
I forgot that we're, like, actually playing in a tournament. Like,
yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, we should probably report. Let's see it. I'm playing.
Oh yeah,
Valda.
I think they. Yeah, only 1 game left. Okay.
All right, so we have a pretty bad hand. Like, this hand's not great. This hand's not great. 5 go again. I think we're just gonna go ahead. Like, there's no way for us to even get anything going. Like, are we just gonna block with Crown here? Let's Crown first. Yeah, let's Crown first, and then we rip into something pretty good here. This is perfectly fine, because now we have the Crash and Bash on the second one, which is going to give us the ability to show the put them in their place again. Hit and run. So that's going to make this for 4. Riches of Tropodani was such a nice upgrade for this deck.
Yeah, it really is. Just making gold for free.
It's so good.
And you can't really interact with it.
I was like, I play it
It's
Victor.
so nice.
No, we're playing a second game, Michael. I won our actual game. So 3 surges pop. We're going to come in with getting the effect rolling. I think I like this card much more than I should. Like, this card's just so much fun. So
it just makes you, like, a bunch of seismic for free.
Oh yeah, like, now I have 4 seismic surges for next turn, which is, like, Feels criminal, almost.
Oh yeah.
This is a very intriguing hand. We could technically block with the disable the choke slam. We could throw this for free and then heave the pulverize.
Hey guys,
I think
everyone
they
is
got done,
done.
right?
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we were just playing the next one.
Man, and that one was going good for me.
Oh,
So, yeah.
All right, GG's, GG's.
yeah, GG, man, for sure.
To pair round 2, we've got one person who dropped, which is Samuel dropped. So we're gonna have a bye here.
Oh, please.
So let's confirm the results and pair round 2. It is Mitch. It is Mitch who is the bye.
I agree, Nate. Being able to throw an attack there was absolutely wild. It was absolutely crazy. Debilitate's been strong. I mean, yeah, I could see Debilitate being pretty good. Like, honestly, seems like it fits really well into the deck. Let's pull up the gym pairings here. It sounds like our next pairings are live. So, dude, we're kind of flying through this armory here, bro. We are at table 3. Hang on, let me mute here really quick so that I don't get them if they don't want to be in here. Hello, hello. Did that come through? Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me just fine, but for some reason he can't. Test. It says awaiting endpoint. What does it even mean? It's so weird. Yeah, it's not giving me audio cues for some reason. Like it just says awaiting endpoint. It's almost like his Discord crashed or something. Yo, like, are we still here? Can you guys? Are we good? Mitch is scouting. I doubt that. I doubt that. Guess I'm gonna sit here and watch some Valda gaming, dude. Let's go. We're here on YouTube? Okay, cool. So everything appears to be working. There's just something wrong with the Discord? We're gonna find out what's going on here. Feels like every stream, there's like some kind of technical thing going on here, dude. I don't know what's happening. All right. Well, it appears that everybody is having issues with the Discord for some reason. So we're just going to go ahead and create a game and send Mitch the link here so he'll have it. By the way, if we get done with this armory early on, then we'll just... Like, if we get finished with this armory early on, then we'll definitely just like play more Valda games afterwards or something like that. By the way, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys chilling. Hey, King, what's up, buddy? Yeah, dude, there's a guy named Vincent who's like running online armories who's nice enough to just run them for us. What do we want to do against Acilio? Go second? Dude, I don't know what the plan is here. I don't know that I even have an Acilio sideboard guide. I did make an Acilio sideboard guide. Okay. So it looks like we're on 0 AB. Bold move, Belichick. I don't know if that's correct or not. Hey, is Discord working now? Hey, there we go. Cool. Hey, do you care to have your audio on the stream? Like, you're okay with that, or you don't want it on there? Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure before I unmuted there, so
No, you're good.
feels like I can at least ask everybody that. Dude, what do you mean? Don't embarrass you? You're playing Acilio, bro. You're about to cook me.
I'm quite new to the game.
That's okay. This is not a good matchup for me. At least I don't think it is.
Even more embarrassing when I lose then.
Oh, that's funny, dude. That's funny. So I currently have it in my sideboard plan to not have any AB here and to just try and race. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. Gonna see what happens here. Yeah, I picked to go second. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I picked to go second here. So you said you're new, like, have you been playing for like a few weeks or like a few months or?
Like, I learned the game a couple months ago, started on Kano, and then didn't want to spend like way too much.
Valid.
I'm not buying either video. I've got better things to do.
Fair enough. I get that.
There we go. So I was like, and Auxilia is relatively cheap, so I was like, I might as well buy that.
Sure. No, it's also a lot of fun. I play Acilio in my spare time a lot. I really enjoy the deck.
Oh, it's stupid fun.
All right, so we're going to get hit for
This Talishar, I'm always like, the priority windows are always so confusing.
It's really
Like,
tough.
it's so much easier.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's so much easier to just say, okay, in my in resolution step, I'll play this. Bounce Gone in the Flesh.
Sure.
But like, I always mess up where you can actually play it.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. It's definitely one of those like weird ones. Where like IRL, it never happens. You know, you're just like, oh, well, like I'm like just like you said, like you very clearly state what you're gonna do. But on Talishar, you have to click exactly when you need to click. Valda stealing our gimmick, dude. We're not stealing anything. Valda is the gimmick. I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying. Oh, Michael, I meant to ask you if you're still here, bro. I know you just said back to Clash Royale. Do you play Clash of Clans as well? I was kind of hoping you like had a clunker there and didn't have some 3 blocks, but I feel like that was maybe just me, hoping for a shooting star there.
That's only when I play against assassins.
Assassin's a tough matchup.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I played against Slippy at my armory today.
Okay.
And I got diddled. It was.
Oh, that's funny, man. That's funny. Not really sure how we should block this. Like, we could pitch a blue to play solid ground here. I think we're okay just giving up equipment here, right? Because I want to play the surface shaking. Maybe we're supposed to block with imposing visage. And then we can play the surface shaking and swing a hammer. It's probably the better play, right? It's probably the better play. We are Valda Gaming tonight. Damien, what's up, dude? Even knowing the windows, I just play so much worse on Talishar. I think a lot of people feel that way. Mavrian. I think it happens to a lot of us. Because like I'm someone who like avidly enjoys playing Acilio. But it's definitely definitely like not an easy deck to like navigate through like Talishar's UI. And it's not like a shot at Talishar because like they do a really good job in my opinion. But I think it's just clunky. Like it's just a deck that requires a lot of interaction windows. Just getting Taylor's approval on the Victor deck, yo, dude, you have been a machine with this Victor deck, bro. I hope you win the whole calling. I'm not gonna lie, man. I love to see you block with Blast to Oblivion. Card terrifies me.
It just doesn't work in the current hand.
Sure. No, I'm not
I just
saying
wish
it's
it wasn't
wrong.
two
I just
reds.
mean like it's just like, man, like that card enables you to do so many stupid things.
Oh my! I was doing a combo, like I was practicing, and I got like a 60 damage combo because I managed to electromagnetic sonar somersault back a not Gonna Flash, a Blast Oblivion.
Yeah. That's so crazy, dude.
Like if you do it, and you can play like two or three blasts in one combo turn of like an 8-card hand.
Oh,
it
it's
just
ridiculous.
Doesn't feel
It feels like you're cheating. Like 110%.
like I do the things, and I'm like, this can't be fair. But then also I draw something stupid like for instance, and I'm like, oh fuck, and then I discard to Acilio, draw another instant.
And you're like, man, this can't be fair. Oh man, it's funny. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Especially in Acilio. Do you watch Yudo? His content for Acilio?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love Yudo, man. He's so much fun.
I probably wouldn't have played the hero if it wasn't for Yuto, because like I just don't even need to think about a list. I'm like, okay, what's he running?
No, that's fair. That makes sense.
Ooh, that's scary.
Well, the Mind Warp was pretty bad for us there. We had a really good hand lined up, but now we're not really doing much of anything.
That's a lot of Seismic Surge tokens.
I don't want to draw 2 reds is what scares me.
Oh, it's weird.
Admittedly, the hand that I had before the Mind Warp was much better.
I mean, that's still not amazing for me.
I mean, stopping you from drawing cards when you have a Brilliance in turn can be pretty good, for sure.
Yeah.
This is not a good matchup. That Mind Warp was brutal. Do I play Clash Royale? I do not play Clash Royale. I played it a few times in the past, Michael, but I've really just like kind of like settled on Clash of Clans because one of my buddies who streams, his name's Kyle. He plays Clash of Clans all the time, and that's like his like big thing he plays.
Oh, that's not one. Resolve the Flash of Brilliance. There you go.
Seems pretty good. Discard Channel Lightning Valley. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, I like that. It's an expensive card, but I think it just works a lot better if I do it this way.
It is an expensive card, that's for sure.
Yeah, mine are like Pringles.
All right, so we're
I
gonna...
riffle shuffle, and it's not.
It's so funny,
Blood
man.
Cards don't respond well to being riffle shuffled.
No, they do not in any capacity. So we'll reveal Spinal Crush here. Probably shouldn't have revealed the Spinal Crush. I probably should have revealed like a Headbutt or something, just so that I could block with a blue, because this is probably going to be a pretty big turn here for our opponent, especially considering that they have a Gomna Flash and 4 unknown cards in hand. I'm going to do my best to win the calling. We're going to see what happens next weekend, though. I think I'm going to try and pummel the Spinal Crush. So we're going to have to take quite a bit of damage here, but I think I want to pummel the Spinal Crush. And the rationale behind that being that if I'm able to pummel this here, like if we can make a new Surge and pummel this, I think we're in a pretty good spot. If we can pummel this and we can like take tempo with Lightning Greaves being
gone. A little too well.
I do get quite a fridge to be able to block with.
No AB, which is what we want to see.
Like, yeah, that's the scariest part. Well, the fact that he said no AB means there's probably like another 9 warp here. Not that we'd really be able to stop it here. Even, like, if we were running AB3, like, we probably wouldn't be able to stop it regardless.
But not the worst either.
Okay, etchings is a lot less scary. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is still like 9 damage, but we're going to get to pummel the Spinal Crush, which is going to be great for us next turn. Hey, what's up, Liam? Valda's felt pretty good. We've only played 1 game so far. We're playing in an online armory tonight. And we only played 1 game that we did beat a Kasai. And now we're playing a pretty rough matchup here in Acilio. But we're gonna see what we can make happen here. Alright, so he's going to Arsenal the Gone in a Flash. And then it's going to be Spinal Crush for 9 with 2 floating. We took quite a bit of damage to try and make this turn happen, but... Bro, Michael, I have not watched that K-pop Demon Hunters movie yet, dude. I'm the worst. I know, dude. Like, that has been on my list to watch for, I don't know, probably like a solid 4 weeks now, and I've just not made time to watch it. Alright, our opponent, block 6. That noise is like exactly how I wish all my opponents reacted to Pummel. Oh, man. That was funny.
Oh, I got punished.
This feels a little bit better for me because you don't have Lightning Greaves to like bail you out of a hand like this, which is kind of nice. But I don't know. I mean, I'm still down 4 at this point.
I've got my Lightning Greaves, you just can't see them. Discard a card. Oh, Pummel. Fuck.
Yeah, Pummel discards a card. Okay.
I love using CLV. It's my favorite card in the game.
Bonk is right, dude. I know, Wally. I know, dude. I get asked that every week, and every week I'm just like, oh, no, I haven't watched it yet. I feel so bad almost like all the time.
I can't gain go again.
So he's going to draw a card, make us another Surge here, which works out pretty well. Do I need to refresh? Is it me? No, it's not me. All right, cool. Drawing a card off of this. Interesting. Going for the arm piece play here, which means it's just going to be an arcane spell. Wonder if it's going to be something like Mind Warp. If it is, we're probably just going to play the Seismic Eruption here. I can't decide. So what? This is going to be for 4?
You got Shelter here. I'm kind of fucked. Oh.
I'm not sure if this is correct because I'm only going to draw 2 cards, but having 5 Seismic Surges in play seems like a pretty good thing to do on my turn.
You don't say.
And then
Just a wall of Seismic Surge tokens.
Yeah, no, I know. The problem is they don't protect me from Mind Warp. So this should line up pretty well unless there's like a defense reaction. It feels like there is. That's not good. Kind of hoping to get rid of that Gone in a Flash in our opponent's arsenal here. Because we know that this is a Gone in a Flash from the turn like where he popped off. If he does sink a card, we'll get a Surge out of it, which is kind of nice. We're going to need our second Pummel to line up really well here for us. Because our opponent realizing we don't have AB means that they can just like throw the wall at us. Like they can just keep the arcane spells and deal a bunch of damage to us that way. Like we need this turn to be pretty lackluster. Honestly, we needed that to hit. Okay, well, we're definitely not pummeling here. That's for sure.
How I have an embodiment of lightning. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, it's pretty good having that from the sigil, leftovers from the sigil.
Oh, because it didn't pop. Oh yeah, because I played a not. Oh my god, I'm thick.
You're what?
No, as in like you don't have that in America. Like thick, dumb.
Oh, no, I've never heard somebody refer to themselves that way. Interesting. I'm gonna like keep an eye out for people saying that about themselves now.
It's like what? I'm
So-
confused.
About what?
It's a big thing in England. Like everyone says, "Oh, you're so thick."
I wonder, you know what? There's somebody who hangs out my in my chat. His name's Dave, and I wonder he's probably heard that before. He's from like I think he's from outside the UK. I think he told me once. Well, not drawing a blue there probably put us in. That probably did us in right there. We've needed our opponent to like activate their hero ability more, or like we've needed to draw more like seismic eruptions in the first few turns of the game. Okay, so there's no arcane here. So if I block like this, I have the ability to
The
pitch
equipment blocks coming out.
choke slam into disable. I can pitch 4 to throw disable here. Not having a second blue is tough. Carly's definitely heard that. I mean, Carly's definitely more cultured than I am, so I don't think that's a shock to anybody. Blink would be really bad here. I was worried it was going to be a blink. That would have been like the worst one for me. This is still pretty bad.
A little bit different. Yeah.
Disable for 9.
Ugh.
I mean, yeah. So like, it's kind of weird how like even presenting like
Oh,
AB2
why
here
that?
might have like changed this game for us. I mean, when I call aggro thick, it's for very different reasons. Oh
damage.
man.
I wonder what's on the bottom. What's in my arsenal?
I've definitely heard someone say you're so thick, but never in reference to how dumb someone is. There is no better feeling than opponent flipping over no AB. I mean, yeah, but like against Florian, we always flip over AB1, right? All right, so our opponent just takes 9, which terrifies me. I would love to draw. There's 32 blues in our deck, and we're drawing triple red hands like like they're handing them out down at the Salvation Army. Like we can't pummel anything in this hand. We go to 1.
I'm on 12.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe bringing in AB was the plan. It's just so weird because it feels so wrong in this matchup.
Would you believe me? I said if I just drew the same card again.
I would believe you. Having played enough Facilio, I would believe you, man.
Oh. 8.
Having 2 surges for next turn could help us out a little bit, but that's implying we live to next turn. We're probably just dead. They also have a 5th card coming, which means, I mean, it could just be that like they have an action only arcane spell. Like they could have like a, I don't know.
Sigil pops. Okay. Now's not the time for sink below.
Did you say now's not the time for sink below?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's a bit late for that one.
We're almost at the threshold of being able to block with this for 2, which would be really nice right here. So I think we're just going to have to block here. And then we're just going to have to give up flexors. This lets them pick up Sigil of Conductivity.
You can return seismic surge tokens. That's quite funny.
Yeah, it is interesting that I get surges from like this whole...
I mean, you draw surges off. You get surges off of my thingies.
Yeah, off of you, like activating Acilio and stuff.
Oh god, I forgot about that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, close the chain.
Yeah, it didn't matter. We were just
Good
dead.
game.
Yeah, GG's, man. Is there enough time? You want to play another one?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you don't, that's fine. I'm just kind of like hanging out and chilling until our next round starts.
I just can't trust my ability to replicate that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I can do another. Yeah. Oh no. Yep, I'm going first. Again. Oh.
Well, this is a hand of all time.
Uh,
This is a hand of all time right here. The worst part's if we get to our turn, we're throwing hammer and arsenal, put them in their place. Or we're going to get some surges here. We might make something happen. I'm playing AB3 in the deck, but I'm testing this matchup without AB to see how it feels. Yep, Channel Lightning Valley. Sure. We are on blues. I'm on 32 of them, if you guys believe it. I am on 32 of them, if you guys believe it. Bit of a clunker to start the game there.
I tried digging for a bell, but couldn't find one.
Sure.
Enjoy the seismic surge as a gift.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I mean, yeah, it took 3 reds, but I guess we'll just do it here. I'm starting to think that we just need to run 2. That like we're probably just supposed to run like gauntlets and or like we're supposed to run like null rune legs and arms, just so that it forces them to like really have something when they're trying to put their
This is weird.
when they're trying to put their like spells over the top.
If you didn't have that seismic, that would have been a lot different.
I agree. Seismic, actually, your gift was greatly appreciated there. It put in a lot of work for me.
I can't take.
Okay.
Have another one.
All right, so we get to put them in their place for 10 here. Probably give me these and lightning greaves if I had to guess. Or the arm piece. I guess either one's fine. Defense reaction? Oh no, they're just going to get rid of their hand. Interesting.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that.
I was like, those are a lot of cards I like to see gone. I'm not complaining. Yeah, we'll go blue, then disable, I guess.
True too. Oh.
Also, our solid ground is now free, which is kind of cool. Like solid ground just being free now is pretty awesome here.
And you've got free seismic surge tokens because of that.
Yeah, the Sigil of
Oh.
Brilliance, like that lined up pretty well for me, all things considered.
I'm definitely not playing this matchup. Well, I'll never have to play this matchup again.
You'll never have to play this matchup again. Dude, what are you talking about?
No, I don't think I've ever seen a Valda in my life. I had to Google what she did before I sideboarded.
Oh, well, I mean, so she got a lot of support in Mastery Pack Guardian, so I think you'll see more of her at your armory.
Oh, CLV, that's interesting.
Okay, so they pitch for no effect
I
here.
mean, my armory's only like 8 people max, so like we don't get many people.
Gotcha. So a lot of
It's only just
a lot of the same decks.
quite a lot. Like a lot of people are on budget decks, because it's only just starting out.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, so we got a lot of Ira armory decks.
Okay, that's cool.
Once we had 3 people on the same armory deck.
Ira's probably a tough matchup for you, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Like, I've beat the armory decks, but
Sure.
that's just because. Unless it's like an awful matchup, the list strength just kicks in.
Okay.
But I don't think it's awful because like the breakpoints are annoying, but like you leak a lot of damage, but then you also just explode.
Oh, sure. Yeah, if you draw into combo, there's just nothing they can do.
Yeah.
You're just like, here's a billion. Thanks for playing, dude. And by support, you mean show she now exists as an adult? Yes, Andrew, that is exactly what I meant. Hey, Capolo, what's up, buddy? How are you? Yeah, I think that we're going to change our Valda sideboard guide so that we're now running AB2 in this matchup. I don't think I'll play AB3. I'm honestly probably going to get rid of the Arcane Lantern. The Arcane Lantern has felt like super mediocre, so we're probably just going to play AB2. Probably in every matchup moving forward. The only real matchup I could ever even want that in, I think, would be Kano. Because I think AB2 is good enough against... excuse me. I think AB2 is good enough against Verdance if you're applying enough pressure. If you're applying enough pressure. We have to be applying pressure. Actually, I might just change that while we're here. Guys, by the way, if you are a... Sorry, hang on one second. I started talking and now I gotta fix this before I do anything. We'll update this.
Oh, they don't know. I didn't even see that.
Do you want to play it differently?
No. I was like, I forgot what the card did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I went and searched for it off of Imposing Visage to put it into play.
My turn doesn't change at all. It's just like I forgot the card existed.
Okay. I was like, yeah, if you want to do something different, I was like, we definitely can. I just wanted to make sure.
Nah.
And then, okay, we have a decent hand here.
Go on.
Okay, so this is just going to be, could be 5, it could be 7. It's just going to be 5.
I don't like immediately getting my power card stripped from my hand. It's quite inconvenient.
Yeah. I have to try and disrupt you as much as I can. Otherwise, I don't really have like a super great plan here.
That's my problem into Slippy as well. Like I can't really keep a good hand for combo. Like
Okay.
if I'm just getting disrupted.
That's fair.
But Slippy's UAF. Oh.
All right, so we're going to come in for disable with 9 dominate here. I'm going to go grab a glass of milk. You should consider Sabatons. I think Sabatons are okay. They're not a bad
9.
choice. That's the prevent 1 boots, right? Is that what I'm thinking of? That's the prevent 1 boots. Do you think Guardian will stay a more budget-friendly class even with the Mastery Pack coming out? Yeah, I think that once the Mastery Pack cards like cool off a little bit from like, you know, like this being week 1 of them being out, because technically tomorrow's the first day.
That's weird. I don't like this.
Fuck. I like Arsenal Disruption, and I can't really play Command and Conquer in this deck just because of like how it doesn't like it's like a non-bow with Valda's text. So
Got dominate for. Didn't even see that.
but yeah, I don't know. There's a few different things we could try or do with the list for sure. They prevent 2 if you have a seismic surge. Okay, that's kind of cool. But yeah, so Moose, to answer your question, I do think that like once it calms down, I do think there's going to be like more budget friendly decks.
Bit of an annoying.
I know that Guardian's already kind of like a budget friendly like style like game plan. So I think there's definitely a world where we continue to see like good reasonably priced decks. Him activating Acilio lines up pretty well for me. If we can get one more Surge in play, there's honestly a world where like we can play the Surface Shaking. We can play the Surface Shaking. We can play the Terrace Under and then throw this for 9 Dominate, which would be crazy. For now, we're just gonna block. This hand's pretty good. That's true. Not running CNC and Valda does bring the price down quite a bit. Agree, very much so.
I bounced lane. How funny would that be? Oh, it's an instant actually. That does nothing.
I was like, can you?
I thought it was an
Can you
action.
do that?
I can bounce it, but I thought it was an action, not an instant.
Oh yeah,
if it was
sure.
an action, it might be worth it.
It's kind of funny because when it comes into play, if it didn't have go again and it was an action, yeah, that would make sense. I was like, since it has that ETB effect, it's actually like would actually benefit me if you bounced it. Weirdly enough.
I don't have the resources for that.
The prevent 2 effect from the boots would be really good in this matchup for sure. Would be really good in this matchup for sure. Wonder if that's like a game plan into Verdance as well that we could run. They bounced one of my surges. You bouncing one of my surges is pretty funny.
I mean, I don't have anything else to bounce.
My next thing is +1 Dominate, and whenever it hits you, you discard 2 cards of your choice.
Don't like that. Ugh.
I'm definitely seeing a little bit more disruption in this game.
Yeah, last one I was sitting relatively pretty.
Yeah, I agree. It was looking pretty gloomy for me from the beginning of the game. All right, so this is 9 Dominate. It's virtually impossible.
I like that. No, I don't.
Virtually impossible for them to cover this up. I mean, you would probably need to be on AB2, right? Like, especially like if you're teching for Verdance, you definitely need to be on AB2. Oh, well. Your hand just doesn't care about discarding 2 cards? It doesn't matter when you can play them all, right?
I mean, I would have preferred to play them on my turn.
Fair enough. That's valid.
I mean, I had no lightning, so it doesn't really matter. I just can't see my gun in the flashes. This is a very, very different game. Ooh. Don't mind what I do.
That's pretty good.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Pitch to make a new surge. Make sure we keep Leyline around. And then we'll come in for 10 Dominate. I think if you're going to win the game against this, you have to make sure...
Yeah, you can do that.
I think you have to like play C hands like this. Now, to be fair, having AB2 would be a lot better in this. No, that's Valda. Thanks, man. Thanks. Thoughts on Overswing? Really like the idea of floating 2 for Pummel Bluff with a heave option. Is Overswing the pump or is Overswing the pump or is Overswing the attack? I think the attack is probably better than the buff, but the buff could be good.
Goodbye hand.
I was honestly kind of expecting you to dump your hand. But I guess if you do that, you don't have anything to do on your turn.
And also the hand was relatively ass.
That's fair. So we're going to Arsenal the Spinal Crush and set up a little bit here so that we can try to set up a better hand. We can try to set up for next turn, I mean, with the Spinal Crush.
Oh my god.
This hand's insane.
It's yellow.
Yeah, we're just going to play the Solid Ground for free. This is crazy.
Oof.
Hey, Kyle, what's up, dude?
As funny as it would be to bounce another seismic, I get more value if I do that.
Oh, if you make the embodiment?
Yeah.
It would be pretty funny to bounce a Surge.
When you've got 5, does just one more really matter?
It's funny because with this hand, it does.
Oh, should have said that when I was.
Yep. Ooh, interesting. Wonder what we're arsenaling. All right. So at the beginning of our turn, our 5 seismic surges pop. We're going to create 3 new ones with surface shaking. And then we're going to attack for 9 Dominite. Now the tough thing about this is that Lightning Greaves just gets through this. I'm hoping that this matters and you don't just have like your Lightning Greaves combo. If you find Leyline, it just stays till the end of the game.
It would have been a lot worse if I arsenaled the sigil. I mean, it would have been better for me, worse for you if I arsenaled the sigil.
That makes sense. The sigil of lightning, you mean the conductivity you pitched last turn?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I arsenaled a not instant.
The other thing that kind of lines up for us this game is the fact that our opponent has had to they've had to use their effect a lot more, so we've got a lot more reduction. LSS gave Azalea Dominate and Betsy Overpower, then decided to flip a 180 and give Marlin Overpower and make it adult Valda.
What's got Dominate? Why does it have Dominate?
I feel like if Valda didn't give Dominate, she'd be virtually unplayable.
Yeah, you don't. Oh, you don't say.
As a Ranger player, I cry. I mean, to
literally
be honest,
everything is Dominate.
Marlin's pretty not great, to be
wands.
honest. It's kind of what I've noticed.
Can't really sacrifice Old Mocker. I'm just relatively fucked. Oh, they're pairing round 3.
Oh, are they really?
That's what I said.
Oh, that's fine. We can just lead this game.
Yeah.
I was like,
that means I never lost.
There you go. I'll even concede to make it better. Oh, dude. Thanks for the game, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. That was really fun.
Table 2.
Oh, was a new roundup?
Yep.
Let's go. I forgot to report last round, so you'll love to see it.
I think I reported.
Yeah, it's all reported. That's all good.
Table 4. Let's find our opponent. Hello, hello. I'm good. How are you, buddy? You're good with your audio being on stream, right?
Okay. I might be muted here and there, so
yeah, no worries. I just wanted to make sure before I unmuted your stream audio.
100%, man.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Since I am playing Valda, I'm technically playing a deck that's not legal till tomorrow, I suppose. So I will create a game.
All
All right, I sent you the game whenever you are ready.
Okay, just 1 second.
I have no idea what we're playing around this time. Yo,
In my
yo,
DMs?
Ludiful.
Is that where it be?
Oh no! I sent it in the table chat, like in the.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yup. I did get rolled by a Marlin the other day on stream. Does your current list not use tectonic instability?
Okay, girl. I've got a
Arsenal
learning
Tuck?
disability here, buddy. Like, why can't I find it?
Oh no, you're
Check.
fine. I will. I can DM it to you. That's no problem.
Could you do that, please?
Yeah,
That'd be
dude.
great.
That's
Thank you.
so easy, man. I got
Yeah,
you.
sure. Yeah.
There you go. I just sent it to you, and you
Excellent.
should
Perfect.
have it in
Thank
your
you very much.
DMs. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Happy
for
to,
sure.
man.
All right, let's go.
Ooh, Slippy. This should be fun.
Would I like to go first or second? I think I'm going to go second.
All right, against Slippy, we are
Which
on.
I don't know. Maybe I might regret that because you might get a whole bunch of seismic surges.
I was like, there's a couple good things I can do to like set up on turn 0, but for the most part, I think you going second is correct. Like, I would have picked to go second if I had the choice. It's just that like there's like small worlds where you can get punished for like me having good setup hands, I guess. Well, good luck and have fun. And we are going first. A hand like this is a prime example. I think we're just going to pitch this, right? Nah, let's just leave him with a Runeblade hand, hopefully. Hopefully we'll leave him with a Runeblade hand.
So Arsenal and pass. Okay.
Being able to get that ley line out on turn 0 is pretty nice.
Let's see here. So I'm a bit of a newer player. It doesn't mean I'm going to take a long time, but I may make a weird choice.
No,
here.
dude, you're good, man. Go ahead, dude.
Yeah, okay. Just to give you a heads up here. So
She's solidly B tier.
I think I'll
I
swim.
actually agree with that. Valda being B tier, I think, is very accurate. I think I'm content just blocking 3 here. Okay, we're gonna get marked
Hey guys,
early on.
I'm just letting you know that we are going to be doing a round 4. You're free to drop if you want, if you don't want to do it, but most people have been saying, so, yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely down for a round 4. Appreciate you letting me know.
Yeah.
Sure, thanks, Vince.
Okay. All right, so we get flicked, which I have to say I'm a little surprised by. I'm a little surprised that like our opponent was okay with flicking us here this early on in the game. Okay, Orb Weaver Spinneret makes sense. I just assumed they'd rather keep the Mark Dagger around for something else. Could be this into like a 0 for 4. I would really like to hit the Crash and Bash. Now I'm immediately sitting here thinking, man, should I have blocked 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Really don't want to let him draw a card.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like this Crash and Bash card.
And I will pass priority 2.
I probably should have just given up the shelter there. It's probably just a lackluster play. We get to make a new Seismic Surge, and then 9 dominate.
9 dominate. Crush.
Being able to dominate Spinal Crush, dude, takes me back
Lose
to
the
playing
ability-
Borvo.
That hurts, man. Okay, 4. Let's cover up 4.
You've got to be able to cover up 6.
6 for the crush? Okay.
Yeah. So if it deals 4 or more to you, so if you block 5, it'll deal 4. So if you block 6, you'll only take 3, which means like it gets
Gotcha.
around that. Yep.
Okay.
Definitely.
The one thing I find as a new player is that I get married to every single hand that I get, and I have to
I know that feeling,
not be
brother.
afraid, not to be afraid to block. You know what I mean? It's like it's okay to give up a hand. You know, like it's
For
not the end of the
sure.
world. Oh, it's dominated, so I can. That's the best you're getting out of me, man.
Yes.
That's what you're gonna get. So
I
no,
will
I don't.
say it's definitely tough, like as a new player, like
Mhm.
learning when to be okay with giving up cards and not, because some hands are worth it. Some hands are worth keeping
Sure,
all your cards. It's just
100%.
it's definitely a learning experience for sure. So this will be your only action since
Oh,
this has to have go
okay.
again. So if you want to do something else.
Could we just do
Yeah,
that
yeah, of
and then
course, yeah.
I'll arsenal and pass. My bad. There we go. There's no point on throwing that away.
If you're just gonna pass, I guess we'll just go ahead and play this. Our 5 seismic surges pop at the beginning of the turn. We're going to create a new seismic surge, and it's going to be Spinal Crush for 9, dominate again.
Nice.
And we're going to have the pummel.
Same thing. Okay. All right.
In this matchup, blocking Kiss of Death with Shield is very strong if they have Tarantula Toxin as its guard well. Ooh, I really like that win more. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I like that a lot. Having the ability to like set that up is really powerful. Honestly, kind of almost don't want to play the pummel here. I kind of wanted there to be like a leave no witnesses in my opponent's hand last turn so that I could. I mean, I guess we'll just play it as damage, right?
The pummel. I like it.
Yeah, this has been a very good start for me.
It really has been, eh? Just putting on a clinic.
We are. We are having a very hot start here. This has been a very good start to this game.
Don't tell me there's another pummel.
No, I wish. As much as I wish, no.
Oh, I have to discard. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Oh no, you're good. Yep. So you discard a card from the pummel. The Spinal Crush effect is active, and then I'll make another surge because of Leyline of the old ones, and then I'll pass to you.
Okay.
Does this look like a Terra Sunder disabled? Anybody else? Okay. So we're going to take 4, fall to 35. Fall to 34. Okay. I mean, I guess technically we could have given up the shelter, but it didn't really seem like there was a reason to. So Terra Sunder. So this one is 10 dominate. If it deals 4 or more to you, you put your arsenal on the bottom of your deck. And then I also put a card called Terra Sunder. So if it hits you at all, you discard 2 cards from your hand of your choice.
Valda, hey, she's a winner, man.
Dude,
Look
this
at this.
Valda can do some pretty broken stuff.
She really can, hey? Nice. Okay. And it is dominated as well. Okay. I'm losing my hand.
Honestly, this has just been like a clinic for the Valda deck. This has been an absolute clinic for the Valda deck so far. Like this start to this game has been pretty wild. Because we're gonna go Terra Sunder. So our opponent discards 2 cards of their choice. And then it's gonna be disable. Their arsenal goes to the bottom, and we make a surge to keep Leyline around.
Took 3 cards. That's fantastic.
I have definitely made worse plays. Alright, so we're gonna play Seismic Eruption.
Now I'll pass and give it back to you.
So we pitch Shelter for a new surge. We attack with Chokeslam for 8, dominate.
Same thing. Okay.
We have dominated every single turn. Guardwell does seem very good against Shred effects, which is kind of cool. I kind of like seeing that, to be honest. Also, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys for chilling while we're here tonight. We got, we've been like 150, 160 viewers across both platforms tonight, so I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Also, if you're new here, we have 3 questions we ask everybody when you're new, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? I would love to get to learn more about you guys while we're hanging out tonight. Jesus. Well, thank God. Thank God we have 5 surges. It feels like 32 blues is maybe not enough. Like, this is kind of wild. Like, it feels like we should not have to play more than 32 blues. I'm kind of wondering if, like, this is, like, one of those, like, weird, like, Talishar algorithms. Or, like, maybe if we were to play 33, we would... Like, if we were to play 33, like, the Talishar algorithm might help us out a little bit. Okay. So, 5 Seismic Surges pop. Is going to be 9 Dominate. And then we are going to play the Pummel here.
Well, I'm glad that's your last one.
Yeah, playing all 3 of them in 6 turns,
Yeah,
all 3 of them having a Dominate, this is
Yeah.
this has been one of the hottest
sick.
draws I've ever had. This has been crazy.
Well, I'm glad I was here for it. Okay, so all right, so let's see what we can do. And it's dumb, so I can't really do too much. Hey, can I ask you a dumb question, man? So, like,
There are
I'm
no
being
dumb
that I'm kind
questions.
of
Go ahead,
newer.
brother.
Yeah, so what? I don't see the hype behind Codex of Frailty, and like maybe some people might think I'm stupid for saying that. So, you know what? I can switch out my arsenal, and then I create a ponder and a fealty token, right? That's kind of like what it is.
Yeah. So Codex of Frailty says that if a player does not have anything in their arsenal, we get
Yeah.
to pick something from our graveyards and put it into our arsenal.
And put it in there.
And
Sure.
then
Okay, I guess that's a big deal, right? Yeah.
So it lets you get a card like Leave No Witnesses back, which is a 0 for
Mhm.
So it's a breakpoint,
Sure.
which allows you to try and disrupt my arsenal. And the cool thing about it is that it normally forces me to get a card into my arsenal and then discard a card from my hand. So you're getting 2 cards worth of value out of this because you're also threatening my arsenal. And then on top of that, the Frailty token probably affects my attack in some capacity. So it means that I get less value out of my attack that I'm using.
Gotcha.
And like you get a ponder token, so you get to arsenal at the end of your turn. So you just get overall like just a ton of value from the card.
Okay, wait. So, and same with Bonds of Agony. So I have to play 3 reactions off Bonds of Agony to make it do its awesome thing, right?
Right.
That's the deal with that. That's kind of hard to pull off, isn't it? Because like I've only played this deck about 10 times and I haven't come close to be able to play the 3 reactions on it.
So Flick Knives is a reaction.
Oh, we talked about that.
And so is Snapdragon Scalers.
Yes,
so you really only need 1 reaction. So like in this hand right here, like let's say that like the Razor's Edge in your hand was a Bonds of Agony. You could go play the Bonds of Agony, and then like I'll block whatever I would block, and then you play the Razor's Edge from Arsenal. You play the Just a Nick from hand, and then you could like use Flick Knives to flick one of your daggers at me, and then it would come in for 1 billion. And then since you have no cards in hand or arsenal, you could play the Codex of Frailty, and then still come in with Leave No Witnesses. It would be an insanely broken.
That's the big hot play. Okay, see, now I know. You know what I mean? Thank you very much for clearing that up for me.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah,
Happy to.
Until you ask, right? You know, you see the cards in your hand. You're like, I know they're here for a reason. Like this is somebody's deck list, but like
for sure,
just don't know how they line up. You know?
Well,
right on.
And one of the conversations I was having with one of my buddies the other day is we were talking about like decks and sideboard guides, and he was like, "Well, yeah, I'm going to give you the sideboard guide." He was like, "It's kind of silly if I give you a deck and then don't tell you how I play it because you don't know what the person who was creating it was thinking."
100%,
which I think makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And trying to feel it out is fine, you know. But like, if it's just you're just taught it or just told, then you're just like, oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, good game, man. It was good meeting you,
dude. For sure,
Appreciate
man.
Letting me have me on stream.
No, dude.
Yeah,
thanks
for sure.
for playing, man. Enjoyed it.
All right, you have a good one, man.
Thanks, you too, man.
All right, bye.
Okay. Well, I guess we're just kind of like hanging out, waiting for the next round. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna jump in the armory hub call, and I'll just like mute myself, so we'll listen to people to come in. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a small break here. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and then after we get back from the bathroom, we'll try to get another Valda game in while we're waiting on the 4th round of the armory to start. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out, and thanks you so much for being here. If you are looking for the deck, !deck in the chat will get you the link to the deck. If you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, I am going to be posting the updated sideboard guide for the deck after the stream. So if you're not a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, maybe it could be something cool you could spend your Amazon Prime on. Helps me out. You get a cool matchup guide. Seems like a win-win. I don't know. Anyway, don't spend money on things you can't afford. I'm not trying to like steal everybody's money. I don't know. I always feel like so guilty. Anyway, we're gonna take a small break. I'm gonna use the bathroom, and when we come back, we'll be playing more Valda. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. What? Rookie numbers? Bro, Cusco's out here. Look, this motherfucker's just sitting over there with a pot of sauce going, oh yeah, I'm stirring that shit up, baby. I'm stirring it up. Oh my God, we're going crazy tonight. This is as close as I'm ever going to get to going Super Saiyan right now. So I just need you all to know how, back-to-back Command & Conquer pummel turns in back-to-back games. And you know what? Just like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not fucking leaving. That's right. This is the kind of content we're looking for right here. The fab tutorials that blow your mind. Blow your mind. The recipe is literally just vodka and Sprite and some Mio. You know, it's the water flavoring things. You know, like the little squirt. You squirt the little water in. You squirt the little juice in the water, and then it's like, oh, no, this is so good. That's what it is. That's the secret sauce. I just crammed them all in my mouth. My God, this hand is dog water. Absolute dog water. I lied. You definitely did. It's your friends that you trust the most that hurt you. Can't even get my words out without laughing. Fuck. Dude, Call of Duty? Bro, look, dude, I'm good. I'm not even that drunk, Diablo. Dude. Ugh. Make you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart, you know what I'm saying? Am I like, who's your daddy when I walk into a room? No, absolutely not. Okay. Short break, and we're back. Let's see. It looks like there's still 3 other matches going on, so I think we might try and play another game while we're hanging out. Maybe we can get a CC game going with Valda here. That's the thing. The only thing that I would say is I feel bad if we have to leave. I don't know. I feel bad if we have to leave the game or anything. So maybe we talk about the deck for a few minutes while we're waiting on the 4th round. Somebody asked me about tectonic instability over Aftershock. And I mean, Aftershock has felt fine in the deck. I don't know. I threw it there was one game where I had a surge coming into this turn, and I specifically threw the Aftershock just to set up another surge for next turn, and it felt fine. I don't know. Maybe we try tectonic instability and see how it feels. Being able to make this is another surge generating card, which seems pretty good. Maybe we can try that and see how it feels the rest of the evening. I don't know. I'm kind of changing some things around. I'm testing with the deck a little bit. A lot of what we're working on tonight is definitely how I feel about specific cards. And I've already tried a couple of things. So the deck started out, I've been working with Chris, and one of the things I was working with Chris on is we were working on a mill version of Valda that was just going to try and run you out of cards, was the original idea behind it. And we then decided that maybe that was not something we could do. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't as powerful to make something like that happen. So we kind of stepped away from it. But one card that I will say I'm very, very happy about having is I'm very, very happy about the Grandeur. Like, I think that's a card that like is going to be like a staple of the deck, if I'm just being brutally honest. Instability sounds like it's really strong if you're heaving a ton and want to cycle. So I do agree, especially like if you are heaving a lot, Tectonic Instability is a great card because it allows you to put a card in the bottom of your deck and then draw a new card. So you're basically like trading a card from your hand and your arsenal for a new card, which is kind of cool. And I kind of figured that like the floor of this card is that it blocks 3. It does not work with Anothos, which scares me a little bit. There are less cards in our deck that now work with Anothos, which does scare me on some capacity. Because we have Tectonic Instability and Promising Terrain and Grandeur and Leyline that all do not work with this, but I don't know. I did see a version of the deck that was running red Aftershock, so I don't know. I'm also going to have to go back and update the sideboard because Smashing Good Time does not destroy things against Kasai. It doesn't destroy things against KO, or not KO. I mean, I guess KO too with the rum, but Gravy Bones, like it doesn't really get things. So I'm more skeptical of like just having this card for Verdance, basically, which I think is fine. Like a +3 from Arsenal that works against Verdance seems okay. But I don't know. Like I'm running it in other matchups, and I don't know how much I like it in those matchups now. So like, where are we playing Smashing Good Time at? I do have it against Dashio, which I do think is correct. You need it against Dashio. Smashing Good Time. Yeah, but I have it against Gravy. Like, what am I going to play in place of it inside of Gravy? I mean, we could play the second Pummel, which does seem like it could line up pretty well. And then maybe we play like a one of Shelter to like try and like crush things out. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of playing it if it's not going to do what we need it to do. So we don't play it against Jarl. I do play it against Kano, but that's just because like we need all the raw offense we can get. And then we can cut Smashing Good Time and we can jam in the 2 Crush the Weeks against Kasai. Seems perfectly fine. I don't know if there's another matchup I play it again. I don't play it mid-set. I play it as a one of Invictor. I think we're going to change that out. Don't like that at all. We'll definitely just rather have the Crush the Week against Victor. That seems like a much better plan. Valda, Azuri, Slippy, Prism, Acilio, Mario, KO. Yeah, no, Katsu. Okay, cool. So we've updated the sideboard guide. So I'm going to post that here in just a few minutes in the Discord for anybody who is looking for the Valda sideboard guide. Also, we are waiting on the next round to start. So here in just a few minutes, we're going to get into our next round. There's still 3 games going on. Jeez! I just hate to start a game at CC and then like have to like immediately quit on my opponent. Let's take a minute to talk about how broken this card is. Like, I think this card is absolutely insane. This is a yellow that works as a blue that also works with your hero ability, which is really cool. It also works because you can pitch this if you need to. The art on this thing's also like really, really insane. I like the art on this a lot. So the Seismic Eruption has felt very, very powerful. It fits into the deck super well. It's super clean. I don't know. I like it quite a bit. I don't know. It's felt really good in this deck. I don't know if we play it anywhere else, right? Like, do we play Seismic Eruption in any other deck? It doesn't feel like it because Valda's really the only one that, like, abuses something like that. Oh. Yo, I completely missed it. Thunder, thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. I'm sorry I missed that so much, but thank you. I really appreciate the Prime sub. That means a lot. I completely missed that notification somehow. Guys, if you are here for the first time, you're new to the channel, make sure you like, follow, subscribe. It goes a long way in helping me out. I'd really appreciate it. It does a lot for the channel. Also, like I was talking about this a little bit earlier, but I have been really working on like trying to get out like more YouTube like short content and like TikTok content and stuff like that. And it's not something I've really focused a ton on in the past. But I think it's something I'm going to try and like just produce more of because I think it's fun. I've really enjoyed like editing and like putting together like more like YouTube short style videos. So, and plus a lot of them are like funny things that just come from like games that I play on stream or games while I'm recording. There's actually a couple of YouTube shorts that are coming out this weekend that you guys haven't seen yet that are from games that I've played while I was testing. Like while I was like playing games with Valda, looking for good games to put up for like, like weekly gameplay and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty fun. That you guys are like, it just gives you like a little bit more of an in-depth look into like games that I'm playing, which is kind of neat. So what else can I ramble about? I'm kidding. I don't want to like literally just sit here and ramble. Oh, dude, this card has absolutely been insane. I love this card so much. This card has seriously impressed me in Valda. Like this card has been so good in the deck. Being able to block 4 and then being able to make extra seismic surges is so powerful. This card at common is so good. I love how good this card is at common. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but they are reprinting this. This is not in... I don't think this is in the Mastery Pack Guardian, but it is like promos that are like pretty cheaper. There are non-foil promos that you can get of this card now. And I think that's making the card a lot more affordable. And I like that a lot. I think that it just like having like more affordability for the game is something I would advocate for, like for everybody. I want that for every single card in the game. Like, even if it means my collection drops in value, I want the game to be more affordable. Like, and I feel that way for everybody, honestly. I feel that way for everybody. I keep looking at my sideboard and wondering like what we could be playing differently. It's the buy a box promo. Okay, cool. If you want another card to rant about, do you think Seismic Shelter is overrated? Is that even a card I'm playing? What is Seismic Shelter? I don't even know what this card does. All right. Seismic Shelter is a 0-cost, 3-block blue Guardian action aura with Go Again. Attack action cards you control get +X while defending, where X is the number of Seismic Surge tokens you control. At the start of your turn, destroy this. I think this card has a real chance to see play inside of Lyeth. I think this card could be really good in Lyeth. Seismic Shelter just kind of like fits that like mold of like buffing our things, and we already know that Lyeth is like cutting a lot of like cards in half. So if we're able to like play attack action cards and then like stack them with like a Seismic Shelter and then stack them like with this card, it could be very good. That's the place that I see this card having the most impact. I don't think it's going to get a lot of value in Valda, although there is an option where we could play this card in Valda as like Guardian tech, like Guardian Mirror tech, or like KO tech. Rhinar tech could be pretty good. Like anything that goes super tall, we could get a lot of tech into. So I like the idea of having this card as like a card that we side in or side out, but it kind of feels a little like lackluster until we get to Lyeth, to be honest. I don't know. Just feels a little mid, if I'm just being completely honest. All right, so we're waiting on table 1 and we're waiting on table 5 for our last matches here before we get into another game. My local said that you want to run the new boots into gravy so you can dominate batter to a pulp. Well, can't you just dominate batter to a pulp anyway? Like in Valda, like you can just basically dominate it whatever you want to, right? And honestly, guys, like a great example of like what Michael's asking is I have a video coming out tomorrow that is me playing Valda versus Gravy Bones. And you can kind of see how batter to a pulp fits in that matchup. I actually really like the video that I post tomorrow. Like the video is coming out tomorrow for the gameplay, because it really highlights a lot of both sides of the matchup. It's pretty tough to find a game consistently where I'm able to say, oh, well, like I got to do this with my deck and then my opponent got to do this with their deck. But like the match tomorrow that's coming out, it really, really highlights both sides of the matchup. So I think it's pretty cool. My testing with it had me pulling some Harrison's. Valda is letting a lot more non-attack blue, so
People
giving... Uh-oh.
way, Vincent, it's saying on the gem page that I lost.
Yeah, I think the
I did not realize people were coming back into the table chat. Victor or Jarl can't. That's fair. I guess Victor or Jarl can't. That makes sense. If Victor and Jarl, maybe it's possible that you want the new boots. I don't know. I haven't tested them, but I guess it's worth trying, right? My biggest concern is that it costs 3. And throwing batter to a pulp is already pretty taxing with most hands, so I don't know how well it's going to work. But it could be very possible. But yeah, I get that, Thunder. Like, not wanting to block with a red can be pretty bad. Like, you don't want to block with a red. You want to make sure that you're keeping a lot of your cards to play offense with. So I kind of get that. This is a card we haven't really had like a big chance to talk about, but Leyline of the Old Ones is a really powerful Guardian instant aura, and it automatically fits into Valda very quickly, and it probably also fits into Bravo pretty well. The place that I think you're going to see the biggest issue with playing Leyline of the Old Ones is going to be in Victor. It doesn't clash, and we're already like pretty much capped out at misses inside of the Victor deck, but I do think this card's very powerful for any Guardian playing Tectonic Plating, as you have a free way to try and keep it around. But Valda does a better job than any hero in CC of playing Leyline of the Old Ones, in my opinion, because you're able to stack up that Dominate, get extra Seismic Surge tokens, and it really just keeps generating that value for you, where you're only ever really getting the reduction value inside of Victor or Bravo or Jarl even. So I think this best fits into Valda. But I do think this card's pretty good. I don't know. Is Valda more viable than Victor? Yes. I actually think that Valda's in a better spot than Victor, if I'm being entirely honest. I just kind of think that's like how it is. Like, Valda feels really, really good right now. And she's in a very, very solid place. So I think that, like, I just think that Valda's in a better spot because of her ability to, like, tech into Gravy and have things to do. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm expecting good things from Valda next week, if I'm being real. I think Valda at Kansas City is going to do really well. Or maybe it's going to do really well in Auckland this weekend. That's also very possible. Depends on who has access to what cards. If there's anybody who's going to make MPG look good, it'll be Kel McCreath in Auckland this weekend. Any chance you got to test Leave a Dent? I did. I started out playing like a mill version of the deck, if I'm being entirely honest. That was like where Chris and I started, was like trying to mill our opponents out. And like it just felt like we could be doing better things, so we went away from Leave a Dent, but it definitely has like legs. I think it definitely has legs. I wonder if... Oh. Has the next round been paired?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, the next round is paired. Let's see. Table 3. Oh, we're playing against Michael. Hey, Michael, what's up, dude? What's up, man? Hey, are you cool with having your audio on stream? Okay. I just wanted to make sure
It's
before I
kind of
turn
late
it
for
on.
me.
Oh, do you not want to play? Are you not going to play the last game?
No. I wanna play, but it's like 3 a.m. for me.
Bro, I have no idea how you're awake. I would be fast asleep.
Really?
At 3 a.m.? Yeah, dude. I pass out fast. I pass out fast. In the table chat, I sent you the game.
Oh, okay. You don't know that students don't know what sleep is?
Wait, what?
You don't know that students don't know what sleep is?
Oh, that's fair. When I was in college, I did not sleep a lot. That is fair.
Especially now when it's summer and I have holidays.
That's fair. Time's kind of an illusion during the summer, right? Is there a Talishar tournament this weekend? The Talishar tournament is not this weekend. The Talishar tournament that we're having
Where have
in
you
my
sent me
Discord,
the
which you can find, !Discord, is going to be the
link?
weekend after Kansas City. Oh, it's in the table chat. Like the voice chat table that we're in. You can find the chat for it there.
Oh, okay. Because I was the laptop. I was like looking. Where is it? Where have you sent it?
Yeah, I think I'm the only person who uses that reliably. Because my last opponent didn't know what it was either. So I think I need to. Maybe use something else. I found the opponent just died before I decked them out. Yeah.
You know what I played.
I was like, dude, I knew what you were on. I knew what you were playing, dude. All right, let's see what we sideboard in. It's funny, I just played this last round. You'd think I'd remember what I sideboard in. All right, it's going to be our same 60. We could arguably bring in Staunch Response, but I don't think that's correct. I mean, maybe we're supposed to play Staunch over the two Pummels in this matchup. I don't know. Pummel feels pretty good, though. Pummel feels like a pretty good card.
I'm ready.
Especially in this matchup. Yep, I'm ready whenever you are, man. I think being able to play this Seismic Eruption on turn 0 is very powerful.
Start with pitching to place.
I kind of want to keep the Terrace under. I think blocking with Macho is somehow our best option, which is weird.
Another click?
And I will block with the Terrace under if I, like... Oh, shit. Well, I wanted to play that, but it's fine. Probably fine. Well, of course I say that. Jesus, this hand sucks. A little bit of a clunker here to start. I probably should have played the Seismic Eruption, but I mean, to be fair, we're on 32 blues, and we didn't see a blue and 2 cards. Like, we drew 2 reds. It's pretty unfortunate. I would have liked to have, like... So what I was thinking is that if we draw, like, a blue and something and a red, we can throw Chokeslam, Arsenal the Seismic Eruption, and set up for a better turn, which would have been really nice. But now we're just able to throw the Crush the Weak, Arsenal the Chokeslam, and just pass here and see what Michael throws at us.
We'll think.
I was like, yep, I'm assuming defense reaction here.
I won't think.
Sure you don't want to draw a card, man?
Nah, I'm fine.
I'd love to have a Seismic Surge.
I will play it again.
I think discarding the Shelter up front to prevent the damage is fine.
No, close.
All right. So we still have 2 prevention left. Okay.
And play for 5.
I mean... do you think he's going to flick? Like, what are we looking at here? There's no way we're going to crown, right? I think we're just supposed to take 4. Feels weird, but...
Oh, pass.
Okay. So... we can throw Chokeslam, and then we can Arsenal put them in their place. Admittedly, only drawing 1 blue is very awkward, and it being solid ground was even weirder.
6-2.
Yeah. Would love to have a Leyline of the old ones in play right now. Putting that card into play on turn 0 is so good.
Oh, Kiss of Message for free.
Yep, this lines up pretty well. Going to reveal the Headbutt.
I'll Tunic and Spike it.
Now we have to decide, is this worth giving this up here? I think the answer is no, right? Like, it sucks, but I think we're just supposed to let it happen.
Oh, leave no.
We'll just go ahead and block like this.
Flick the cases here.
Yep, so I take that, fall to 32, lose a life to 31, get an extra pox token, because that's the most obnoxious, like, freaking interaction in the world. I swear, dude, I hate that interaction so much.
Why it's so good?
For you! Alright, let's go.
Oh, that's not good for me.
Let's go. We need some value here, boys. So what's the record on Valda looking like this armory? So Toast, we're actually 2-1. We're 2-1 in the armory. Those are the games I have posted over on the left-hand side of the screen. We are 2-1. We beat a Kasai round 1. We lost to a Acilio round 2, and then I also sideboarded wrong.
Let's
And then
see. Reactions.
And then I beat a Slippy round 3. Maybe you just don't have it, right?
Nah, I have it. This time I have it.
All right, so we're going to fall down to 27.
Well, out for free.
Really like the idea of... being able to throw this pulverize here. So we're probably just going to try to get a little greedy here.
I'll pump it.
Okay, that's not great. Oh. Bro, you had to hit Leyline, didn't you? Couldn't have hit something else, huh?
Codex. For having to leave, no.
All right, so I think we want to put them in their place back in our deck. Seems pretty good here. And then we will block with the headbutt. I think we're going to search for a blue here. If we hit a blue, it's awesome. If we don't, like, it's kind of fine. I hate losing. Man. Yo, if you could just top hitting, like, all my good cards off the top of my deck, that'd be great, bro.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
Pulverize
Are
is
we?
not bad. I mean, Dagger kind of, like, takes
14.
away its big effect, but coming in for 14 felt pretty good. So hopefully this is a turn that gets a lot of value out of... Hopefully this is a turn that we get a lot of value out of just from, like, Michael wanting to block here. There's no guarantee that we're able to really... There's no guarantee that, like, Michael doesn't just, like, throw the Hunter's Clave at us for -3, which is fine, or throws a Go Again attack at us for -3. Like, Pulverize is just trying to get them to block. I wonder if Pulverize should maybe be a one of. I don't know. It's a great question. Like, should Pulverize be like a one of in a deck like this? Tectonic instability, notably not really doing anything here. Gonna refresh here. I think it's me. No, Michael's just thinking a little bit. Michael's just thinking a little bit. Michael, I guess, taking his time here.
No, block free, take 11.
Not gonna lie, I like dealing 11.
Oh, kiss for -1.
Interesting. I'm curious to see what he does here. Because if it's a +3, I might give up flexors. Okay.
And we will mental into double trouble for 2. Powerful though.
So is this gonna... This is going to get 2 cards, right?
Yep.
I guess we'll give up flexors here.
Oh, Clave once again.
Yeah, flexors lines up pretty well.
No, pass.
Kind of thought it was going to be codex there. We're going to throw chokeslam for 8 here just to get some... We're just going to try and get some value out of the chokeslam here. now you can opposing for a ley line. This is when I'd get a ley line. If I had one! I can see an argument for only one. Often it is clunky, and if you have a more flexible red, that can be better. So I've been debating like playing 2 disables and 2 like cutting a pulverize, playing 1 pulverize, playing 2 disables, and playing 2 debilitates in those spots as well, because it gives us more action into certain matchups. But I don't know. Like, it's something I've been thinking about. I'm kind of just running through my cards and seeing what feels good and what doesn't. Like, tonight's more of like a theory crafting session of like, hey, like, does this feel good or is this clunky? And like, we'll continue to work through the deck a little bit. Interesting. Okay.
Mark for 3.
I mean, I guess we'll block 3 here.
Cross chain, Orb Weaver, Graphene for 4. Go again.
I think I'm pretty content with just taking 4 here.
Cross again, and then we'll codex.
There's the codex.
Into comment.
So let's see here. What's the best thing we can get? We could get a chokeslam or a crush the week. I think chokeslam's probably better. Is there any world I want to throw 7 here? I have no idea if this is correct or not. I would love to have my Testament of Valhalla blog.
Plunder.
We make a surge token. It's also worth noting that it was probably worth playing the surface shaking on that turn and then arsenaling the chokeslam to set up. We would have protected ourselves from something like this, and we would have only needed to keep 1 card, which would have been pretty good. So there was definitely like an argument for that play, and I did consider it. I might not have set up well enough this turn, or like this game. Like, this game's not lost. We're still in this game, but we have lost, like, we've pitched an eruption and we banished an eruption. I think we actually played one, yeah. So there's no more eruptions for a cycle we can rip into, which is kind of sad. I mean, that's fair. If they don't have a defense reaction, like, we are going to get 2 cards here, which feels pretty good. Could be a card in Tunic, I guess. I don't know. It really depends on like how Michael feels about this turn. So it is very possible that we do get 2 cards here. Guys, by the way, if y'all are coming to Kansas City next weekend, please come say hi, come hang out. Would love to get to meet you guys if I haven't yet. I assume if you're coming to Kansas City, we've probably crossed paths at some point, but if we haven't, come hang out, come say hi. Those are 2 cards I love to see gone.
Yeah, sometimes the hand does want to cooperate.
No, that's fair.
Oh.
That's fair.
Sometimes you gotta just in 6.
Hmm. This is an interesting decision. I think we're just supposed to do this.
You don't want to show me?
What'd you say?
You don't want to show me what you have?
I don't have anything to show you is the problem.
I'll pump it to 9.
I mean, yeah, I think it's okay. If he gets a red, it's unfortunate. We did get a surge off of Michael drawing a card. We are going to make a new surge and come in for 3. I'm very conflicted because attacking for 3 feels bad, but man, I love Grandeur. Like, God, I've been looking for a deck to play this in for so long, dude. Alright, we get to attack for 3 here. You know, honestly, guys, if Vincent starts running one of these every Thursday, we might turn this into like a weekly occurrence. We might turn this into like a Thursday ritual where, like, you know, like YouTube members and Twitch subs get to like pick what I play and like what am I playing in the armory kind of thing. Could be fun. Could be like a really fun thing to like to do on a weekly basis. We're gonna Arsenal the D-React here. We can pummel the Spinal Crush, hopefully. And I'm not marked, so... This is fine. We're going to cover this up with Shelter. And then we're just going to pummel the Spinal Crush. This would be one of the greatest bluffs of all time. Make me play nothing but Betsy or Kano, bro. Bing. That 2 floating just kind of stares at you, doesn't it?
It does so badly.
I was talking with somebody about this earlier in the night that I played against. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty fun to just have 2 floating and just kind of stare at your opponent. Think I muted? Yeah. When I'm talking to you guys about like my plays and stuff, I like to mute so that it's like just not like
I guess the only
screaming at
way
them.
is like this.
Megan played Teklovos and yo, come on now. I definitely had it. It was not a bluff.
Yeah, I'll ditch the comment.
All right, so they discard a card. Michael discards a card, and now we can try to pull something together here.
I don't have Gilligan, but just take it for one.
I mean, this feels pretty okay. If it's just a Nick, it's not great. Okay, I'm marked.
Mental into bonks. Oh, Nick. 11.
Dang. Getting juiced by Take Up the Mantle. Dude, good game, man.
I love that card. I love that card.
It is the most broken attack reaction probably of all time.
the fact that you can switch out the cards that you blocked with.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy, bro. I think it is very, very broken.
I feel like, as I said, the fact that Valda, the fact that I banished the lane line, it's just like you couldn't like get the pieces right, like have an I don't know a spinal or like put them in places for with dominate. It's like without the lane line, this deck that sometimes gets too clunky.
It can be very awkward at times. Like, you know, like you hitting the seismic eruption and you hitting the ley line was very awkward. I also needed if my what put them in their place, I think is what it's called, the specialization. If it had crushed earlier, like at the beginning of the game, like there's a world where like maybe I'm allowed to like, you know, like chain things together and make things better for me. But yeah, like you blocking on that like really slowed my momentum down and put me in a bad spot pretty early. Well, dude, Michael, thanks for the game, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, I think I gotta go to sleep right now.
I can't blame you, man. Go to bed, dude. I'll see you later, buddy.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Well, it is not 10 o'clock yet, so we're going to play a Valda game. We're just going to play like a public game. We ended up going 2-2 in the armory, which like I mean, I'm okay with that. Like I wish we'd done a little bit better, to be honest, but I think it's okay. I think we're okay with the result and ultimately how it finished out there. Oof, assassinated is right, Earth, 100%. I do not have a Puff and Cyborg guide for this deck, so we're about to just off the cuff here. We're about to off the cuff this one. Choke Slam seems good. Crash and Bash seems good. Crush the Weak seems mediocre. Disable seems good. Staunch seems really good. Shelter seems good. And Pummel seems good. Let's play 2 Crush the Weak and 1 Pulverize here, and we'll try it with 1 Pulverize to see how it feels. This is also a matchup I would bring in Debilitate if I had it, so I'm going to do my best to attempt to keep the Imposing Visage so that we can actually put the they're playing 70 cards. We want to try and put Leylines in play, the Leyline in play as early as possible. It's definitely one thing I'm learning about this deck is that if you draw the ability to like put Leyline in play early, you should prioritize it. So we're just going to go ahead and pick this, and we are going to put Leyline of the old ones in play. We're going to go ahead and make a Seismic Surge when that happens, and then we will throw Titan's Fist for 4. There's an argument to activating Tectonic Plating here, because if we activate Tectonic Plating, we're able to make a second Surge, which means if they draw a card off their hero ability, which they could do next turn, we then line up a hand that gives us the ability to like try and like throw this with Dominate or maybe throw it for free. So it's kind of an interesting choice that we have. And I think that this is fine. I think just throwing Titan's Fist is okay. They're going to take 4 and give us a second Surge anyway. So we kind of got the best of both worlds there. But that was a risk that we had to take. I mean, this hand's nutty. I mean, are they about to pummel us? I mean, we could just get juiced here, right? We could 110% just get juiced by a pummel. Well, if we do, we're just going to discard this. All right, then. Juiced by the pummel it is. So we're going to take 5. We don't have an arsenal, but we are going to discard our Crash and Bash. We discard Crash and Bash. Yes, I'm on Imposing Visage. I mean, it also lets us get Promising Terrain if we ever need to, but it is mostly just to be able to get the... we are going to play this. It is mostly just to be able to get out the Leyline of the old ones as early as possible. Yep, 100%. Hey, Jay, what's up, buddy? All right, so we pitch to make a surge, and then it is put them in their place for 10. 10 Dominite. Looking pretty good. Now, odds are this comes over a little bit here, but they're probably pretty willing to give up a card and some equipment to try and slow this down. Just got back from the IRL Armory. How's the online one going? I got the win tonight. Played against Tekla for the first time ever. Yo, did you play at Sean's tonight in Kingsport? Is that where you played at tonight? Because that's like the only one I know of on Thursday. But yeah, no, I mean it was good. We went 2-2 in the Armory. We're playing an extra game here tonight. Just to like, you know, have some fun and like just hang out and learn Valda a little bit. Them discarding their hand is bananas. I don't know why they blocked with a unicycle. No, yeah, I don't know. Blocking with a unicycle seems wrong there. They don't even entirely know what their plan was. So, sure. Solid ground being free is crazy good here. Oh, nice. Yeah. Dude, it's cool that it's like 10 minutes for you. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. Congrats on winning the Armory tonight, dude. That's awesome. What'd you play? What were you playing? Were you playing Syndra or Ira? They do draw a card. We make our 6 Seismic Surge, which means that Cranial Crush is going to be free. We can also block with Testament of Valhalla here for a lot of value. Played Ira? Nice. I actually think I'm playing Ira in Kansas City. I currently think that's the plan. I agree. Ira is a great deck, and I think she feels really, really good right now. Ira's probably like one of the best like meta picks in the deck right now. In the format, I mean. So we can bump this up to 7. And I can just block 10 off of 2 cards. And I don't want to give them an action point, so I think I'm just okay with this, right? Or I'm sorry, this can go to 8. Yeah, I think we'll just do this and block with the solid ground. I am on Kodachis. Yep, I'm still playing Kodachis instead of Edge of Autumn. I just don't know how to navigate the aggro matchup super well. I think that like the aggro matchups are I have a very interesting perspective on the aggro matchups after talking to Aaron about how to play the deck a little bit the other day. I mean, I don't know why you... Oh, I guess you're saving it for something else. But yeah, solid ground just being free is so good. Wonder if I should be setting up arsenals more often just to get value out of the tectonic instability. Could be worth, right? So 8 dominate here. There is no guarantee that this connects. Let's clear out their arsenal. Actually just think I'm okay with this. I actually think I'm just okay with like giving them a random card. Maybe this is not the best decision. But it feels like clearing out their arsenal and like getting a different card could be good here for us. Could put us in a better spot. Gonna refresh in case it's me. It is me. I'm the drama. Normally am. Normally am. So this is so cool. Tectonic instability gives me 1 from them putting it gives me 1 from the stability, gives me a card from a surge from them drawing, and then I'm able to make 1 off of tectonic plating. And then if this connects, I'll make another one. So I have a really powerful effect here. I wonder if there's a world where I was supposed to only make 2 off the instability and then Arsenal Visage and try to get a promising terrain in play. Could have been better. I don't know. Maybe that was a better line. Because now we have 4 surges in play. And the odds of us getting to like 6 to be able to throw like our spec for free are not very good. Although a blue and the spec here is very powerful. We're also 1 away from being able to throw disable. Lone Shark makes 2 golds. Okay, I mean, sure. If they draw a card, we will be at 5, which means we could... Huh. Our opponent's on a very intriguing deck. We'll just take 6. This is fine. Our opponent's on a very intriguing build of this deck. And it's kind of weird because like I feel like a lot of Puffin decks look like their draft comparisons, which is not necessarily something you want from your CC deck, but it's probably just because like High Seas is the first place we got pirate cards, and so there's a lot of overlap there, but I don't know. Oh, that's right, they can't draw because of Cranial Crush. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I mean, it's interesting because like the Boat Puffin is like a build of the deck you could have. You're basically just like trying to play Guardian with like the build. You're just trying to block efficiently and like play better turns. But Valda just kind of seems like she's doing unfair stuff in a world where you're trying to play like, I wouldn't even say Bravo. Like you're just trying to play Guardian without Dominate basically, or without like the really cool stuff. Is kind of what it seems like, but I don't know. Maybe I'm sleeping on these kinds of cards. Them being 3 blocks is cool. Yo! That's actually really cool. Because they can galvanize to... Well, they're going to get rid of at least one of them then. This is also a great example of why them having the unicycle block would have been really good. They create a cog. They probably crank it. I would. Because you can block with it, destroy it, and then crank the second one. They drew a card. So they're now blocking 7. We make an extra surge. They drew a card off of Crown of Providence. And then we also hit them and ley lines in play. This card's broken. I'm really just kind of starting to realize how absurd this card is in Valda. Like, how stupidly good Leyline of the Old Ones is. Oh, man. Makes me think I should just spend $50 on it and have it now. Just makes me think I should spend $50 on it and have it now. Probably try to pick one up. I need a lot of stuff for Valda, to be honest. Valda identifies as a problem, I think. I think that Valda has a very, very high ceiling. It's amazing how powerful the Dominate train is once you get it rolling. I mean, this is probably just pummel, right? Again? I don't know that there's ever a world we can play around this, though. Like, it sucks, but we're just going to discard the Staunch Response. And then we're just going to play the Spinal Crush. Yeah, like, it feels bad. Or no, we're not going to play the Spinal Crush? This is actually terrible. I did not realize this. Oh. I'm asking my opponent if they care if I play around this, because I would give them tech plating and then pitch stonks to flexors here. So this is like really bad play by me. And I just asked them if they care if I like block differently to play around this. And I said, if they do mind, it's okay. I completely understand. Like, I'm definitely supposed to block 2 cards in tech plating and then flexors. It's just like a better play, because then I can pitch staunch to flexors and then I can throw the spinal crush at them and make a new surge. But now I'm priced into just pitching the blue to tech plating. They said no problem. I didn't want to like just be a tool and undo. That feels like really, really dumb. No redos? Tell him, Josh. God knows I need some redos. It doesn't matter if you don't have dominate, because your thing is to force cards out of your opponent's hand. Even more so if you put your opponent in position to block 2 cards. I mean, so honestly, that's kind of like Guardian's whole shtick, right? Is that it's really good to be able to force your opponent into... It's really good to be able to force your opponent into... They have double pummel, we're screwed, but it's very good to force your opponent into blocking as Guardian. That's like what you want them to do, and Valda does take that away, but I think it's okay. I think you're actually supposed to I think you're supposed to dominate as much as possible, to be honest. Yeah, there's definitely, I 100% agree that there is a massive win rate correlation between early game leyline and not early game leyline, and I've noticed that a lot tonight. Like the game where like we won the Slippy game in 6 turns. Now, granted, our opponent was new, and there was probably some things they could have done differently, but during that game, there were definitely turns where it was like, oh, leyline is like enabling this whole thing. It's not an aggro blaze string without critical misplays, bro. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. So we make 4 surges, we make a new one, and then it's going to be Spinal Crush. We are not going to attack the Polycranka. Just coming in for 9 dominate feels really good, because we're able to like really just like basically like really limit their turn next turn, and then we can probably just kill the poly and pass. Yo, you opened a test of Iron Grip already? Let's go, dude. One thing I learned is that you don't actually want to dominate every arrow every turn. Yeah, it makes sense, Morgan. I agree. So Leyline is like fealty tokens for Fang, kinda. Yeah, it generates so much value for you just playing the game out, like with it in play, that it's insane. It is a bit less of your control when it comes to Leyline, but I also think that it's like within your range of control certain times just because of the dominate aspect. And there are times like this that I actually strictly disagree. And like, I know somebody just made the comment that like we don't always want dominate, but like on a Spinal Crush or on like something that could be like very impactful into the game, I actually strictly disagree. Sometimes you just want it. God, this is so good. Oh, this gains action points for them, so they don't care about this. Juiced. I'm getting juiced by Puffin. Pauzerino, big dog. God, I love Pulverize. Rob would be king for that, but weirdly enough, Fab has advanced so much that Honest Fab is almost bad in a way because of hero powers and how much the game and heroes have progressed. So, I agree and disagree with you, Cygnus. If I'm just being honest, I agree and disagree. I think that I understand what you're saying. That like the game has just moved forward in such a good way. I don't want to block this. I'm not going to. I'm going to throw Pulverize at him. Like the game has moved forward in such a way that like you have to be doing a lot of things that are like just inherently broken to be keeping up in a lot of ways. But like there's still some like what I would say pretty like I still think there's like some pretty fair things that you can do that are still powerful. Like this, for example. I mean, I don't feel like Valda's inherently broken. Maybe I'm maybe that's my imagination. I don't know, but I don't feel like a Valda is inherently broken. Valda is a good deck for punishing your opponent for trying to do like broken things like drawing all the time. And so I think that it's like it's kind of cool because it just punishes your opponent for doing these like really dumb things. And they like Flesh and Blood has done a really good job of like moving Guardians towards like a tempo based class, at least with Victor and with this deck, I would say. Like we've done like a really good job of just like moving the class forward. I don't know, because like I just don't think that like unless you're playing like Starvo nonsense, I just don't like there's a reason Bravo doesn't do well and you don't see it at big tournaments. It's because like that old school dominate stuff is just not that good anymore. And you need to be doing something with some more oomph to it. So we have a third Seismic Surge now, which is pretty cool. I mean, they're able to make really broken plays with the Poly Cranka in play. 3 Seismic Surges pop. We're going to play Seismic Shaking or Surface Shaking, whatever the heck it's called. This is going to make 3 Surges. Cries in Azuri. I agree, Vault is not broken but can high roll. I actually think that's a really good way to look at the deck in general. Is that Vault is not broken, but it can do some very powerful things. Like that game earlier against Slippy where like we were just rolling hot that whole game. That was probably like one of the best Valda draws you can have against like another aggro deck. How are we liking Valda? I'm a mid-buddy Jarl playing. I was thinking of picking a Valda or Victor next. Or just wait for Pleiades. So I mean, I think Valda is very powerful. Like straight up, I think Valda's doing some really cool stuff. We've seen some very powerful things. We've also seen some lows of the deck tonight. And so I think you're kind of getting a real example of what both sides of the spectrum look like tonight, Larry. And we're just going to throw this for free, which is wild. We're going to block 10. We're going to block 10 and throw 9. I'm going to say that again in case it didn't reach across everybody here. We're about to block 10 and throw 9. This is a 4-card 19. This is nonsense. Why are we keeping Crash instead of activating Tectonic Plating so I can block with it? Like, just strictly so I can block with it. I did almost Arsenal to Crash and Bash, and that would have felt bad. Always Valda over the horse? I don't know about that. You guys know I love some horse. I love the horse. Uh-oh, I've lost both stream chats. Sag, I can't see what you guys are saying. It's going to be a second before I'm able to see what you guys are up to. Yeah, we'll just reveal Headbutt. Like, it's perfectly fine to block with here. I was like, they have to give it go again at some point. We'll just start to turn over so that they can do their thing here. Have you heard of the greatest AVs TV show out there called Horsin' Around? I have literally never heard of the show, bro. My opponent just apologized. Like, I literally had to, like, start an entire turnover so that I could, like, not do something stupid, so... I promise my opponent gets a pass here. They're going to crank both of those bad boys. Draw a card. At least I would think. Oh, man. The missile is EP. Crash and bash. They give it go again. Makes a lot of sense. We reveal the headbutt to make a 6 surge for no reason. Is this list all Mastery Pack Guardian? It is not all Mastery Pack Guardian. There are some new cards in here for Mastery Pack Guardian, but there are also a lot of like old school Guardian cards in here. Like we're playing Disable, we're playing Cranial Crush, we're playing Spinal Crush, but there are a lot of new cards in here, yeah. I actually love this because this is like so good for us. They're going to throw the gun at us for 3. I'm going to go to 12. This is fine. Dude, I'm so excited for Pleiades. In case you guys are not aware, we are doing, and by we, I mean Carly's putting this together so that it can make it happen. We are doing a Pleiades Armory deck cosplay stream. I am going to cosplay Pleiades, and like we're doing the whole thing, by the way. Like I'm not kidding. Like Carly's doing my makeup, like we bought a wig, like we're doing all this stuff. And we're gonna play the Pleiades Armory deck when it releases on stream one night, and we're gonna do the we're gonna do Pleiades cosplay one night. Valda's looking great against this draw card meta. Do you believe she's a better Guardian than Victor? I think that there is... It's tough, right? So it's really weird because I think she probably still has the same Verdance problem that Victor has. But I do believe that there is a... Like, I think she's better in the Guardian Mirror, and I think she's better against Gravy Bones. So because of that, I think she's going to be a better pick going into Kansas City. But, like, better than Victor all the way around, I don't really know that I could just, like, give a yes or a no answer to that. We're just going to block 6 here. We're going to take 3. Just going to block a little bit here. But, like, is she just, like, straight up better than Victor? I don't know. Because I think Victor has a better Slippy spread. I think Victor has a better Syndra spread. But I think that she has a better Guardian matchup spread, and I think she has a better Gravy Bone spread. They both have the same problems into Verdance, I think. Dominates a little better, but there's so many defense reactions, I don't know that it matters. Do you have a day job? Yes, I do. I work from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday at my local healthcare organization. I sure do. 8 to 5 every day. And no, Cygnus, if you were talking about the Pleiades cosplay, I am not kidding. That is for realsies. That is for realsies. Coming up in September when the deck comes out. We gotta start brewing together? Dude, Colin, hit me up, man. Let's talk about it. Like when the cards start getting spoiled and stuff, let's talk about the deck. I'm in, dude. I think Pleiades is gonna be really cool. Oh, I'll never let go of the horse, dude. I love the horse too much. There will, at some point, we will probably cosplay Victor too, just because it's fun. Guardian is one of my favorite classes, but even with Mastery Pack Guardian, I don't feel the class is getting better enough. So I definitely get what you're saying, Brando. I really like Guardian. Like, Guardian is one of my favorite classes in Flesh and Blood, but I definitely feel like it has the same issue, where it's like we didn't get enough cool things from this set. Now that could just be like how I feel about it personally. Like, I think a lot of people kind of feel that way. I don't know. So DM Armada made the comment during one of our recording sessions with him. Like, we recorded a podcast episode. Before I just start rambling on, if you are not aware, I am a part of a podcast with Taylor and Sam from the Card Guys called Breakpoints! Breakpoints in the chat. And we had DM Armada on one episode, and he talked about how he feels like this set is designed to get people into the Guardian class. It's not designed to make Guardian insane. It's designed to help get people into the Guardian class, which I think is kind of interesting. I don't hate that. Like, I don't hate that train of thought, to be honest. Like, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, this is fine. It makes a lot of sense, and like, I definitely like hear what he's saying. But I was kind of hoping for more, if I'm being honest. I was hoping for maybe not like these insane cards that made Guardian broken, but I was hoping for like an answer to Wizards, like something in some capacity. I was hoping for something that makes Guardians in general just a little bit better against Gravy Bones. But it doesn't really feel like we got that. This should end the game. This is 10 Dominite. Also kind of weird. We didn't kill Pauly here the entire game, which is normally something I strive to do very quickly. They are feeding me surges, which is kind of nice. There's so many heroes in the metagame right now that feed you seismic surges as Valda. It's honestly insane. Now we got a GG in the chat. Appreciate my opponent being cool about like the whole like Command & Conquer Pummel thing. Like, I would have lost Leyline that turn. I would have had virtually nothing going on. That would have been terrible. But yeah, like, there are so many things. Like, there are so many decks right now. Like, if you play against Gravy Bones will probably give you like 3 surges during their turn. You can have none and then still have Dominate coming into your turn. It's actually wild. KO versus Valda is crazy. There was a time where they had 10 surges and I still won. Honestly, I believe that. Reprinting Tectonic Plating would have been like a massive W in my opinion. Like, it's already pretty affordable. I don't know, like, Test of Iron Grip is a really cool card, but like, my biggest issue with Mastery Pack Guardian is that it doesn't solve any of Guardian's problems. And that's what concerns me. Is that it feels like we're not trying to take other classes and say, hey, like, let's maybe take this matchup that's a 10%er and make it like a 30%er. Let's give you this one card that kind of does something. Because right now, Gravy Bones is pretty abhorrent. Like, it's pretty tough. Although Valda, I think, has a much better Gravy Bones matchup than any of the other Guardians. But if you take something and give like a little bit of tech here, like the Clash of Bravado or whatever it's called, right? So, like, let's say you block with that card and you clash, and it gives you the ability to destroy an ally instead of an aura. How good is that card? Like, that card would be insane. I feel like that card would, like, make its way into most decks if you could play it. So, I don't know. The Earthlore Bounty reprint I kind of get because, like, it's so cheap. Like, right? Silly said, stop complaining. I waited 2 years for a new Ranger, and the set they gave us 10 reprints. Valid, dude. Can you explain what Poly does? Yeah, here, we'll talk about Poly Krenka. That's fine. I have no problem explaining this. So Poly Krenka has an action that says you tap it and you banish it. Then you return it to the arena under its owner's control, untapped, unequipped, tapped, and with a steam counter. You can crank it when it comes into play. So if you have a gold, if you're playing Puffin and you have a gold, right? You can activate Poly Krenka, and then you can activate your hero ability, crank both of them, and draw a card. That's why it's so good. That's why it fits so well. You can see there's a lot of decks that I've been like working on here lately. Much Dominate, Big Bonk is what we played tonight. Leyline of the Old Ones, insane. This card's really good. This card's better than I thought it was. I was sleeping on this card. I actually think it's really good. Batter to a Pulp is actually being a buy a box promo now, has made them pretty cheap. They're now down to like 20 bucks, which I think is pretty fair for a good Majestic. So I actually think that they it sucked for a minute because Batter to a Pulp was so good at Nationals and it was so good at Singapore. But now that Batter to a Pulp is like being reprinted and it's like $20, I'm okay with that. Been really enjoying my Jarl list recently, but I'm super tempted. Oh, dude. Grublow, I'm telling you, if I was not... This is in one of the 3 decks that I'm going to play at Kansas City. I still don't know for sure. The number 1 deck in the running right now, I'll just be real with y'all, is Ira. Ira is at the top of my list of things that I'm going to play in Kansas City. But bro, this is on the list. I already messaged Himmel and asked him how much for all the cards. So like, I'm thinking about it. This deck is bonkers, dude. This deck is crazy. There are not any armor reprints in this set to my knowledge. The only armor that I'm aware of in this set that even matters is Testament of Valhalla. I don't think there's even reprints. Is there a card for Jarl and Mastery Pack Guardian? You could probably play like Crash and Bash if you wanted to like set up Seismic Surges for reduction. Specifically in this set, I mean, there's probably some cards you could play. Like, there's probably a world where, like, you probably just play Headbutt, right? Headbutt probably fits. I don't know. Like, Headbutt probably fits pretty well. But anyway. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out and being here. I really appreciate it. No stream tomorrow. Friday is, like, a non-streaming day. I go to my armory or hang out with Carly. And then Saturday, we will be back earlier in the morning. So if you are in a place where time zone is all over the place, we will be back early in the day on Saturday. I'm playing golf in the afternoon. So we're going to get in some early Flesh and Blood on Saturday. We're probably going to be playing Ninja. I'm probably going to be looking at playing Ira on Saturday, but we will be playing Ira. So come by and hang out. We'd love to have you. Don't forget, gameplay video tomorrow. We got some Valda versus Gravy Bones video for you tomorrow. So make sure you check that out. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate all the love. We've been at like the 130s, 40s, 50s between like both Twitch and YouTube. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, if you're new, like, follow, subscribe. All those free buttons, they help me out a whole bunch. Take it easy, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Take it easy, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water.